Yo, what's up, V? J Hood, Eric, hello, Grungy. What's up, Stars? Hello, kids. What up, Coco? You're just watching the More Slice video? Yo, I appreciate that, Blue. I appreciate that. I've been really enjoying the content I've been posting over there. What's up, David? We are back. ATN, Cospen, Anthony, Mage, hello. What's up, everybody? Jazz, Arison, Guilherme watching from Brazil. Let's get it. All right. We are gaming now. Break 20 Galler's Zapdos. Hey, definitely hold on to it. You never know what move updates could bring it back. Yo, what's up, Pit? Luigi, that's very kind of you. Welcome in. Watch the list a few times. Still more. That's honestly the attitude to have by far. Is it doesn't matter how much you've accomplished. There's always ways you can improve. Yo, I appreciate that, Eric. Thank you. What up, Jeremy? Hello. Welcome in, everyone. Yo, I appreciate that, AP. Appreciate that, yeah. The feedback on the second channel videos has been awesome. I've been very happy. I've been very, very happy about it. Moltres, but it's over. Oh, no. Well, at least it's a solid trade option, or if it gets to a good CP for Ultra, it's also very good in Ultra. It's very, very strong in Ultra. Hello, chat. Hi. We're back. We are back. Just started watching started walking a Corsola today. Nice. What could happen next season? Honestly, I'm not expecting a big move update, but obviously Galarian Corsola dropping is going to add a new Metamon, so. Yo, I tuned in anymore, Excel. Hey, well, no time like the present to start watching it. Sorry, guys, to start walking it. I said that we caused it all scenarios with the top left button. Oh, that's funny. But yes, welcome in, everyone. Hello. We're back. Day number 2. We got Out of Pocket versus Bogish. Yo, Eric got a 1494 Moltres. You're cooking. Pocket has Malamar, Clodsire, Alolan Sandslash, Azu, Shadow Marowak, and Araquanid. Love the Araquanid pick. And Bogish has Superior, Clodsire, Shadow for Alligator, Annihilate, Mandibuzz, and our good pal Dunsparce. Alright. And Pocket, World's Top 8, NAIC Champion, Peoria Regional Champion, Top 4 in London Worlds in the Seniors Division. So Pocket, a very decorated competitor. Perfect timing by to set up your treat. Yo, that's awesome. He is running Water Pulse on Araquanid. We have Malamar into Superior. Typically in this matchup, I prefer to be the Superior. Frenzy Plant is an insanely hard-hitting move, and you also have an ability to bait with Aerial Ace if you so desire. I do not Squid No. I've been told that people are surprised when I tell them that I don't, but nah. I just never have. Foul Play is going to land on the Superior, and Pocket can't make a catch out of this either. He does have the Azumarill lurking in the back. Bogish full sending the Frenzy Plant. That's going to connect and leave a mark. Now, the Aerial Ace and Superpower will be reached. It is charge attack priority. And Bogish does elect to go for switch advantage, so he is going to be committing in this matchup. I wouldn't be surprised to see Pocket let this go and instead just go for a big farm with the Clodsire. As Clodsire up energy is very, very strong into Bogish's team, even against the Feraligatr, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to bring in that Clodsire looking for a massive farm. Superior is going to bank a move, save switch into Feraligatr, but Feraligatr is going to take massive damage from Earthquake. This does some serious damage because Feraligatr is not a bulky Pokemon. Earthquake connects, rocking Feraligatr, and Feraligatr is now into the red health. Feraligatr is farming up a ton of energy. Bogish trying to go for the CMP tie, but Pocket will not let that happen, committing the shield, and he can continue to overfarm. There is as well the ability to make a catch onto Azumarill, but Pocket does not want to reveal his third, as then the Azumarill could get aligned onto Superior, which has a Frenzy Plant. Instead, just get a KO Feraligatr and stay in here. And now There's a Superior with a Frenzy Plant, and there's an Annihilate. Annihilate is going to hit the field of play, and Pocket does have the ability to make an Earthquake. Earthquake fired off before the Rage Fist is reached. This is going to do a ton of damage to the Annihilate. Annihilate is going to no-shield. Oh my goodness, and the worst part is for Bogish is a Rage Fist doesn't even KO here. Rage Fist, this is a comfortable no-shield for Pocket, as Rage Fist is not going to be enough to knock out. So the Rage Fist is going to land. Clodsire tanks that very comfortably, gets to click the Sludge Bomb, and now Bogish is going to be using his final shield. There is still that Azumarill in the back. Superior is very, very low, but it does have the Frenzy Plant loaded. There's a switch and a catch onto the Azumarill. Pocket preserving that Clodsire for later, and this is a one-stage boosted Rage Fist. Azumarill able to tank that pretty comfortably. There's the switch to Superior. Superior farming up to the back-to-back Frenzy Plants and gets there. Oh my goodness. Back-to-back Frenzy Plants reach. This is going to do so much damage, but not enough. Pocket is going to get the farm down. And at this point here, when the Annihilate Bree enters the field of play, it's just going to get hit with an Ice Beam. Things looked a little scary after that lead matchup, but Pocket was able to showcase just how deadly up a shield Clodsire is into Bogish's team, and he's able to take the game 1 win. So very well played there by Pocket. You can see the game plan, understanding that as you look across Bogish's team, there's nothing that has a winning matchup against a shield advantage Clodsire. There's not like a Marowak or a Mudslapper just to shut it down, so it can put in an insane amount of work. So overall, a very good game plan there by Pocket, and very well executed. Yes, Blue, that is correct. All right, now we get to take a look at the movesets. It is the Water Pulse Araquanid, as we mentioned, and for Bogish, looks like, oh, we're hopping into it. The Shadow Marowak versus Shadow Feraligatr. Now, this matchup is interesting because it is a win for the Shadow Marowak in the 2-shield. So you're often going to see Shadow Marowak double shield, force 1 shield itself, and then just farm all the way down. So we should see a 1 and a move here, because you don't want to go down 2 shields without first forcing your opponent to commit a shield themselves. So for Pocket, he can just very comfortably force alignment here, as Marowak is so strong. Exclamation point Discord should pull up a link, Luigi. All right, and we're going to see Marowak getting that full farm down, exiting with a ton of energy. But Bogish can bring in Superior here to deny this energy. And there's that pivot out. He's utilizing that Clodsire. Clodsire so strong into Bogish's team. And now that the Feraligator's gone, it is unanswerable. We're going to see Bogish fire off a little bit of chip damage here. Going for an Aerial Ace, hoping that an Aerial Ace will put it into double Drill Run range. But this, great timing by Pocket. This is a very difficult situation for Bogish, as Bogish, unfortunately, is still going to have quite a few issues dealing with this Clodsire, as Clodsire to me is the reason why Mudslap can't be nerfed. You can't nerf Mudslap until you simultaneously nerf Clodsire, because Clodsire without Mudslap is just unbelievably strong. It is so powerful here. Now, Bogish is forced to give up a shield despite the fact that he's running a mod that has Drill Run. Here's a switch to the Malamar. Pocket taking advantage of the desync and switch timers, and he's more than happy to save the Clodsire and absorb energy on Malamar, because Malamar does not get knocked out by 2 Drill Runs. So the Drill Run is going to connect. There's a switch to Superior. Superior farming up energy here, and Pocket with the perfect energy awareness, going for the superpower right before that Frenzy Plant is reached. The superpower is going to connect, and he can threaten a second superpower unless Bogish throws instantly. So by going for the superpower, Foul Play and superpower do the same damage, but this prevents Bogish from overfarming as much as he would like to. And now he can bring in the Marowak. Marowak is going to go for the Rock Slide. Rock Slide Not the strongest move ever, and Superior is very, very bulky here. The Rock Slide does do enough, though. It picks up the KO, and there's a Bone Club ready to go as well. So, terrific energy management here by Pocket. We got Bogish in chat. What's up, Trader? He says, wow, the guy in red is washed. The guy in red is not washed. The guy in red just had no answers to an up a shield Clodsire, and that's what he played to constantly. So, all right. So, Pocket is going to advance here, and now we get to move to our next matchup. All right. And Schmeedy with the 26 months. Appreciate that, homie. Shadow K-Wag is a beast, David. I really hope they bring it back, man. Everyone deserves to get to run this. And we have Abhinav, the Portland Regional Champion. That was the first regional I ever cast that Abhinav won it. And Mystic Mamba. All right, Azumarill versus Shadow Jumpluff. Tough lead for Abhinav, but his Pokemon in the back can do pretty well here. The save switch into the... Oh, wow. The save switch into the Alolan Sandslash. I was expecting the Dunsparce save switch, but save switching the Sandslash is a very interesting play. And the Sandslash was actually answered not by the Azumarill, but instead it was actually answered by the Dunsparce. Dunsparce is going to undertap here. Otherwise, Abhinav could make a drill run. A drill run from this Dunsparce doesn't knock out, though, so Abhinav can let this go. And then Abhinav will potentially be able to fire off a drill run and threaten a shield. Yeah, the fighters all kind of left, so it kind of works out here. The drill run, oh, it doesn't KO because this is the regular Sandslash, so that's good matchup awareness here. But if you're Abhinav, I think you're probably just going to shield and play for swap. Yeah, you cannot have the Azumarill on the Jumpluff. Now we're going to see a switch to the Azumarill. Banks the drill run. We get the mirror. Yo, what's up, Tyler? Yeah, unfortunately, I wouldn't even say unfortunately. I had some guests over last night, so we had some friends over, and it ended up running later than expected, which it was good to hang out with people. So I was like, you know what? I can just stream tomorrow. It was good to hang out with some friends. So here we are, a day late, but got to hang out with the homies. So I very much enjoyed it. What's a social life? I don't think you would know, Kayshawn, because, well, actually, I was gonna say because you have a newborn baby, but that baby's gotta be at this point what, approaching 1 now, right? That baby is probably toddling around places now. Squid, if I could make a change to it, I actually wouldn't do show 8, pick 4. 16 months? Oh, that's awesome. I would do show 8, ban 2, pick 3. So you would bring teams of 8, and then the teams of 8 would be revealed, and then each battler gets to submit 2 bans, and the bans are revealed simultaneously, and then you play show 6, pick 3, but you can't use the Pokemon that your opponent's banned. The tournament finished yesterday, Ryan, so I can send you the bracket, but it will have spoilers. All right, Energy Ball is going to do some pretty serious damage. Shadow Jumpluff does hit very hard. Abhinav knows that he does have to throw energy here. So now if you're the Jumpluff, you're very, very low, but do you really want to put this all on Azumarill? He says yes. So he is going to put this all on an incredibly low health Azumarill. And for Abhinav, he has a drill run. His Azumarill is outside of play rough range, and he's going to make a drill run here with this Dunsparce. Waits the turn to avoid the catch. Very good patience here. And for Mamba, this is just a very difficult situation. He's going to continue to farm up, and there's the catch. And it's the Ice Beam too. Oh, that is instantly game winning for Abhinav. Oh my goodness. Absolute devastation there. The heartbreak. Abhinav is going to just not fall for the catch attempt. Mamba tried for it. There's a deep sigh as he knows he just has to let this go. I mean, he could shield, but there's a drill run on the Alolan Sandslash, so shielding this accomplishes nothing. Like, he can bubble all the way down, but Abhinav is going to get the drill run, and drill run will just KO. And there it is, right on cue. So game 1 to Abhinav there. Yeah, Tyler, it is, I think, the first West Coast regional of the season. So, like, I know Mamba apparently is from the SoCal area. So that's why there's some different faces here. It's just a whole different side of the country, as opposed to a lot of East Coast regionals. Ooh, Azu into Quag. Bad lead for Abhinav here. Let's take a look in the back. This is basically over. Well, I won't say basically over, but the issue he's going to run into is his Sand Slash is triple countered. His Sand Slash is triple countered into this team. He's going to save switch the Sand Slash. Interesting. So he save switched the Sand Slash to try and bait out Marowak, but instead it was met with the Dunsparce. Yo, what's up, Inadequates? How's it going? What am I doing? I am watching day 2 of Sacramento. This is on my new PC, yes. My, yo, what's up, RTG? Glad you made it back safe. They are not. The drops are only for internationals or worlds, and this is a regional level tournament. But as we've seen, this one doesn't knock out. So Mamba can choose to let this go. And I imagine Abhinav's going to be very comfortable with letting that go. So do you avoid Dracoviz on social media and mute your favorite streamers called Inadequates when they talk about this? Yeah, so if my favorite streamer Inadequates comes in chat and spoils it, we all have a mutual agreement to just swim to the Netherlands and then fight him. So that is our plan. Oh, the bait from Abhinav. The bait from Abhinav here. Stone Edge would knock out. Able to grab the shield. Yo, what up, Ryan? Yeah, and for Abhinav, he's actually shielding. He's shielding. Criminal bait. Nah. But yeah, he just gets severely Marowaked. He gets severely Marowaked. Like, I get the idea because as we saw, A-Slash can go down a shield to flip the Marowak matchup, but that's why Mamba didn't bring in Marowak into the A-Slash save switch. It'll be interesting to see how they eventually implement Mimikyu, yeah. Yo, I appreciate that, Willie. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I very much enjoyed making the second channel content because I've wanted to make content in that style for a while, but it didn't really feel like it had a home on the main channel, so I'm happy to see that the second channel has had such a positive reaction to it. I think in a couple days, that channel, how bad does KWAC need to be to lose zeros to Dunsparce? If you have a very shit KWAC, you can lose zeros to Sparse. I have like an okay KWAC, and mine is still like, I believe it's an HP check. I believe it's an HP check. I could be wrong, though. I could be misremembering. It is definitely possible. All right, ooh. A-Slash into Dunsparce. Save switch into the Shadow Quagsire. Answered with the Azumarill. This is not terrible. Like, Azumarill into Sableye. If Abhinav's able to get shields down puts him in a very favorable position because Azumarill across the board, generally into Mamba's team, would prefer shields down, especially with something like a Shadow Jump Fluff. Yo, what's up, JD? I appreciate that, man. Welcome in. I appreciate that, Dennis. I appreciate that. But yeah, I think within a couple days, I think I am going to become a 2x YouTube partner, which I'm very excited about because I think the second channel will actually hit partner status, which I am very excited about because that allows me to do more things on the channel. And actually, oh, we actually see a switch out now into the Sableye. He is gonna get this Aqua Tail. He is going to shield. Yeah, and you just go slash because you kind of have to. I would have to look up the exact specifics. But being a YouTube partner is good and encouraged. He's going to go for a drill run here. Honestly, Ice Punch, I mean, it wouldn't KO, but it would do a lot. So he's going to try and call the bait here. He catches on a Azumarill. I think that is a misplay. I think that's a misplay. I don't think you want to take this damage. Yeah. I think that's just a misplay. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Because you need the health advantage to beat the Sparse in the endgame here. And, like, I guess he's banking on Slash potentially making a move. But I think this is just a misplay, unfortunately. And I think it's going to cost him. Like, I was feeling pretty decent about his chances. Like, Azu has an ability to 1v3. But after taking that chip damage, I no longer have that faith. Like, he really has to hope that he can make a move with this, that he can make a move with the Sand Slash. But Mamba will have the ability to switch out and just deny that, basically. There's a switch in here. And there it is. And there it is. The catch onto the Azumarill. Yo, that's awesome, Dennis. Congrats, man. Sounds like you had an unbelievable wild area. And then he just has back-to-back, so it's over. Yeah, that's unfortunate. He had a couple chances in this game, but yeah. All right, so Mystic Mamba advancing. Bit of a surprise here. Yeah, I can put up the link. It'll just be a link in chat. I think it's called like HSH Streambot or something like that. Oh, the Streamlabs bot. Yeah, that. Yo, did I just see a wild Martine somewhere? Yo, I did see a wild Martine. All right, the Torian versus Caleb Peng. The Torian, Superior, Moltres, Shadow Drapion, Shadow Marowak, Shadow Feraligatr, and Dunsparce. And Caleb with his Air Slash Mandibuzz, Azumarill, Ariados, Clodsire, Shadow Feraligatr, and Alolan Sandslash. He had to bring the Basti plush because Basti is so trash that he can't bring it on his team anymore. Alright, Shadow Drapion into Clodsire. Drapion really loves an advantage in this matchup. In pure neutrals, this can get a little bit uncomfortable. The backline is pretty solid for Torian, though. But yeah, Caleb is on Air Slash Mandy. I think Air Slash Mandy is genuinely a decent meta read. Every Claude will bait here. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Oh, last second shield. That would have been a savage call. That would have been an absolutely savage call. I would have absolutely loved that. That would have been pure cinema. Boglish, who's in chat, also running Air Slash Mandibuzz. It just makes sense because nothing. Oh, the catch onto the Azu. Unfortunate there. Does he end up going Gator here? Or does he just bank a ton of energy and then go Sparse? Because, like, all this Drapion energy will be... Oh, he throws the Drapion energy. Interesting. Very, very interesting here. So Crunch is going to land. We're now going to see a Play Rough reach. I think he just double shields. Oh, no. He lets it go. I'm surprised by that. Now he's going to bank it and switch in the Feraligatr. Not the play pattern I would have gone for, but... Yeah, Hydro doesn't quite KO there, so he can't afford to throw, which is uncomfortable. I mean, doing the math, Earthquake is going to do more than a Play Rough, so kind of have to let it go. There's a Mandibuzz switch in. He's baiting. Does get a shield, though. But the timers are very, very misaligned. Air Slash is adding up quite a bit. But Toran... Oh, it's a double shielded Mandy and it's going to get done sparsed. Oh, man. He's not going to be able to save the Gator, but he can just go sparse here right away. And that's an intentional not waiting of clock. You want this, because this Manda Buzz is still switch locked for a bit of time. You want as much time. Oh, he shields the Dark Pulse. Interesting. So he is keeping that as healthy as he possibly can. And then he'll just look to massively overfarm here. Gonna go for a Rock Slide. Rock Slide really does not feel impactful whatsoever going into a Manda Buzz. But it's all about just damage over time. The biggest thing that actually adds up is actually the rollouts of all things. And now you just have to watch for a catch. There's the switch into the Azumarill, and that's how you punish a catch attempt. You just farm up as much as you can. It's very, very nice. Punish catch attempt here. There have been some timeout games at a regional, yes. I actually casted 2 of them in the same set in Charlotte. Yeah, in Charlotte I casted 2 timeout games in the same set. Drill Run KOs. In comes the Manda Buzz. Caleb gets 1 turn bring in, but even if he makes an ace, he loses cap to Dunsparce, so... Yeah, that was one of the regionals that I was actually in person to cast for, which is very, very fun. All right, game 1 to the Torian. The Torian's very good at just neutrally outplaying people. Yo, Tyler, out of nowhere with a 10 bomb. I appreciate that, man. Yo, we're just hopping into a battle mid-battle here. Okay. No, it looks like they both switched. They both switched. But yeah, thank you, Tyler. Appreciate that. Yeah, they just start us off in a mid-battle. Both are switch locked here, and it's Feraligatr versus the Air Slash Manda Buzz. We're going to see an Aerial Ace bait, and the bait is successful. So able to grab a shield from the Feraligatr there. Feraligatr farming up a ton of energy, and now going to go for an Ice Beam. Now, Caleb double shielding. He really likes to keep this Manda Buzz as healthy as it possibly can be. So the Ice Beam is going to be shielded up. Aerial Ace is reached. Torian can make an Ice Beam if he does decide to shield here. So if he wants to, he can make an Ice Beam. But Caleb, of course, will have an ability to switch out, and he's going to do just that. So he's going to send in the Azumarill, and Torian is farming up a massive amount of energy, banking 2 Hydros, going Drapion, and that energy is very scary into Caleb's team. Caleb's main water resist is his own water types. He only brought 1. It's the Azumarill, and the Azumarill is on the field now. So there's a decent chance that Feraligatr energy can go absolutely wicked in this endgame here. Of course, no Sludge Bomb available on the Drapion. In the competitive circuit, everyone's on Crunch and Aqua Tail for pacing purposes, and it does mean that Azumarill is actually very solid against Drapion. Torian's shaking his head, thinking that he should have cap-tied the Aqua Tail there, but realistically, I don't hate the decision to commit to the Crunch and force the opponent into that play, and now you just go Dunsparce. Dunsparce can roll out this into Drill Run range, and I like the decision to not throw there, because this Drill Run does not KO. Aqua Tail Sludge at a Stuttgart, win with it, and I'll change my mind. That's what I tell the homies whenever they have bad meta takes. I'm like, win with it. Win with it and I'll change my mind. Yo, what's up, Merrick? Now the Sparse leaves with quite a lot of energy here. Drill Run should put it into Hydro range, which is very nice. So you think it's bad? That means it must be good? I don't think so here. Oh, there's the Mandy met with the Ice Beam. Tries to predict the blind switch in Hydro, but that is so much damage. And there's the Hydro. And look at that Gator energy. That's a masterclass right there. Absolutely cooking that Manda Buzz. Oh my goodness. But now it's going to be Claude versus Sparse in the end game here. And Claude's actually going to take this, because an Earthquake will KO. So he was able to get rid of the Mandibuzz, but unfortunately he actually needed the energy, not for the Mandy, but for the Clodsire there. So unfortunate for the Torian. Storing the energy was the right call, but he couldn't quite get the energy where he needed it to be. All right, game 3, Dunsparce and Amandi. Azumarill safe switch answered with the Shadow Drapion, and it's dueling for alligators in the back. There is nothing people love more this season than running Thing That Beats Grass and 2 Waters in the back. That is everyone's favorite team composition by far. Even if there isn't a grass type, I mean, there is a grass type this time, but even if there isn't, people love double water so much. It's their favorite thing ever in the entire world. I'm going to fire off the Crunch. Crunch, of course, not going to do a ton of damage. A Crunch debuff would be nice, but it does not come through. Play Rough. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Double Shield here. Double Shield Sting down, maybe? No, he doesn't. He lets it go. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Gonna go for an Aqua Tail to pick up the knockout here. Azumarill tanks it on 1 HP. Drapion is able to get that farm down. In comes the Mandibuzz. And he kept Switch, but paid a pretty heavy price to do so. So firing off the Aqua Tail. This does less than nothing into the Mandibuzz. And he's just looking to pivot into the Feraligatr. And you can fire off a Drill Run here just to force the shield from Caleb. And then you just mirror Gators. But this is definitely favoring Torian in this moment. And Caleb only being at 5 is actually very consequential here. Because if Caleb had 6, obviously the next move would be a cap type. But since only had 5 residual, the Torian outpaces and can click it here. And Caleb is short of that move. So it doesn't come down to charge attack priority shenanigans. Instead, it's just very clean for the Torian. Caleb has to pray for a farm down, but he's not getting a farm down here. So instead, he is forced to fire off this energy. Now, Caleb, his clock may be up here. We will have to check and see. Clock is up. Does he go for the catch? He does. So he does get the catch, but importantly, again, he's 1 short, which means that Torian is always going to have to make sure that he's able to get a double up on the Dunsparce. So now Dunsparce is going to be farming up to the back-to-back moves here, because as long as you can leave with a Drill Run loaded, the Feraligatr has already taken quite a lot of damage here. You can see the shake of the head from Caleb. He knows this game is over. And the Torian, he throws early. He throws early. He KOs. Isn't Gator 1 off? Oh, he gets there! A misplay by the Torian! But he survives! Oh my goodness, I did not think Sparse. That is a Sparse IV check moment right there. That's a Sparse IV check right there. A rare misplay from the Torian. He had to double up and didn't. Because if you go back here, the Mandy's nowhere near a move. So this is just a miscount on the part of the Torian. Because taking extra damage doesn't matter there. But Gator was 1 short. So if he just doubles up, he wins very comfortably. But instead, it gets very close at the end. Will Morpeko make an impact on the double water? I think Morpeko's very good. It is going to take a good player running it to make people believe in it. But Morpeko is very good. All right, we have the C2U versus SJ here. Oh, SJ's game is just missing in action here. Where is SJ's footage? Hello? Okay, there we go. They figured it out. A save switch A slash. The C2U actually taking that damage. And now going to look to chip it before he inevitably is forced to bring in the Azumarill. Yo, what's up, Ray? How's it going? Yo, Ray, the Bayleaf guy came within 1 decisive Game 3 loss of making Day 2. He actually made it far, which was wild. Yeah, he made it. He lost the decisive game 3, and winning it would have taken him to day 2. Find the win convo. We can't see SJ's team. Oh, that's funny. That is very, very funny. I am so pleased that so many people have been vibing with the second channel content, man. Because I have, it should be sometime this week, Andy. It should be sometime this week. Aggressive pivot for alligator. Yo, what's up, Bicetra? How's it going? SJ going for the Hydro, grabbing the shield from the C2U. And unfortunately for SJ, his jump pluff, if it gets clotted, that would just be an absolute nightmare. I can grab a link to it. I posted a couple videos. We are almost to 2,000 subscribers over there. We are cooking over on More Slice Henry. All right. That is a link to the second channel there. It's called More Slice Henry. It's like Home Slice Henry content, but there's more of it. Get it? And he's gonna go for the Hydro Cannon. That does knock out the Mandibuzz. Ooh, switch out and a catch onto the Azumarill. You sent me a DM at one point, Martine, but that was a bit ago, so it definitely could be an old draft, yeah. Send over the new draft. Okay. Okay, he's cooking. He's actually cooking. He's actually cooking. He is actually cooking. Now, what he's cooking might not be edible, but he's cooking. Yo, I appreciate you, Tharth. SJ gets to land the Hydro here, and then you just switch Pluff. Yeah, looked like a bit of a miscount there from C2U, but he also knew that he needed a ton of energy. Because... Wait, let me actually go back here for a sec. I was, I'll be honest, I was not super focused. I was reading the Martine stuff. So there's Gator here. So I think the C2U just predicts a switch out, but SJ just doesn't go for it. Yeah. He was predicting either predicting a switch out or a miscount. Something went wrong there. And then he just goes Pluff. Yeah. Alright, I will send my honest feedback. Alright, SJ takes game number 1. Yo, what's up, Kippy? How's it going? Alright, game 2. Ooh, Quag into A-Slash. The pivot out into the Feraligatr. As the Quag, you can throw the Aqua Tail first to deny the full sneak, but of course, it's only an Aqua Tail, so the Gator can let this go. But Shadow on Shadow, Aqua Tail, the damage is not insignificant. Like, 1 or 2 more fast moves, and this is already below half HP. Ice Beam fired from the Feraligatr. The C2U choosing to let this go, but getting damage on this Mandibuzz is quite nice for SJ. Alright, sounds good, Piplup. Yo, yeah, if you texted me, I did not get it because my phone's in the other room. I can grab my phone, though, so if you need to text me, you can. But I'll grab it after this series. And SJ just looking to continue to put pressure on the Mandibas. Clocks are misaligned, so if he wants to switch out, he has the ability to do so. Or he can stay. You're home? Okay, got you. Gonna go for the aerial ace, and SJ more than happy to let this go. He can now use this as an opportunity to get a lot of farm. He's gonna bring in the Azumarill here. And if you're the C2U, this doesn't feel great. You almost feel like you want to pivot. And he does pivot out. So we have Azumarill versus Azumarill. There's a move banked on the Mandibuzz. But for the C2U, this is tricky. This is tricky. At some point, SJ is going to look to make a catch onto the A-Slash here. And there it is, right on cue. Okay, there we go. Yeah, just bank up energy on Azu. Take advantage of the fact that you can put A-Slash into a matchup where it's not atrocious, and then you're just winning. Yeah, so this is well executed by SJ. The threat of the Azumarill farm down was too scary that it forced the C2U to give up swap. And you're very okay taking all this damage. You literally just want to trade all of your health for like 100 energy. Yo, what's up, Dero? Yo, thanks for sending in those battles, homie. I had a blast watching them and getting to record that video. But yeah, chat. Dero, if you don't know, was the battler who, honestly, I think you shield this. Yeah, you want the energy. Dero is the battler who submitted the level 50 Hoopa Unbound footage. So we have Dero to thank for that. The non-shadow can survive an earthquake from Claude. Ooh, undercharge into a Azumarill farm. He gets an ace, but an ace doesn't do a ton here. Yo, that's awesome, Luigi. Heck yeah. What do you mean by Hoopa coming next season? I mean, Hoopa's already in the game. I've heard people talking about Hoopa today. And I'm not sure why people are talking about Hoopa. Like, was there like a new season trailer or something? Was there a new season trailer or something that I missed? I have been under a rock. Oh, okay. So there was a new season trailer that I missed. Gotcha. Okay, thank you. Oh, there were Hoopa rings. Interesting. Thank you. That is the clarification that I needed. That is a clarification that I needed. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was like, what did I miss? Clearly I missed something. Something is awry here. Someone said Sonic was coming. Wild Area. I had a lot of fun. I thought it was very enjoyable. Firing off the Aqua Tail here at the Azumarill. I mean, Aqua Tail I think should be enough to knock out the Azumarill here. Azumarill shouldn't survive, but there's still the Sand Slash. And it does get the drill run there. It does get the drill run. Man, the Sand Slash can't even see that HP bar. Can't even see that HP bar. But SJ, emphatic as he takes the win. Alright, very nicely done by SJ. Alright, next up, Arf Roo versus Bogish. Ooh, for Alligator into Clodsire here. Ooh, this. Yo, what's up, Brian? The save switch into the Moltres. This matchup, up energy. Like, if the Moltres is up energy, is genuinely uncomfortable for the Dunsparce. Because you just let the Rock Slide go, and you can Sucker Punch it into pretty close to Brave Bird range. Yeah, like, Brave Bird does ungodly amounts of damage here. Alright, thank you, ATN. So he's forced to go down a shield, which he didn't really want to. But I mean, Dunsparce is, outside of Annihilate, which Arf Roo didn't bring, Dunsparce is pretty good into this whole team. Yeah, there is nothing of value that resists flying typing. I know people are going to say Sand Slash, and I'm going to say I stand by what I said. Sand Slash, a slightly fraudulent Pokemon. Not like actually, I just don't like Sand Slash. I just don't like Sand Slash as a Pokemon. And if I don't like a Pokemon, I'm gonna say it sucks. Oh, gets that drill run. Gets that drill run. Oh my goodness. The Dunsparce, back-to-back games with like 1 HP survives. Just an aggressive switch into the Mandibuzz. Don't give them the farm down. Yo, Bogish! He is back. Alright. Arf Roo, no! The air slash goes through! Bogish internally has to be popping off seeing that air slash go through. I know outwardly he's stone-faced. Internally, fucking siesta. Like, hell yeah, free air slash? Let's go. We are absolutely cooking. We love free air slashes in this household. He is gonna let this go and then just say, my gator farms yours. And it does. Funny how life works out like that. Oh, well, he can get the 2. It would have been funnier if he farmed him down. All right, notes for how to improve for next time, Bogish. A guaranteed win con or a funnier win con? Clearly the funnier win con is the one to go for. We won't get it on Thanksgiving. My guess is we'll get it Friday. Alright, I'm gonna grab my phone, chat. It's in the other room. I'll be back in a second. Yo, my phone got a notification for my own stream. They were telling me, I am expecting very minor. I don't think anything major. Oh, you thought you had one more Shadow Claw than you did? Oh, I got you. I'm not actually disappointed. I'm just fucking with you. After 8 million moves are thrown, it is hard to have a very accurate energy. Oh, man. Mandibuzz into Ape, and he's ABA. Oh, brother. And he doesn't even build up. He looks at the team sheet to be like, is he Ice Punch? Why'd he throw on 7? I love when people have to run to the team sheet like, oh, shit. Did I misread something? It's very funny. Release the season move updates. I don't work with Niantic. Could I call them bozos 24/7 if I worked for Niantic? No, I could not. Shielding up the close combat here. And yeah, you just farm all the way down. Oh, but Serp in the back's a huge issue. Oh, man. I think nothing meta is going to get altered. I think they are going to give fun... I think they're going to give very funny moves to bad Mons. Why was he talking about me? Hello? When was he talking about me? But I genuinely don't think that they are going to be making anything major changed. Like, the big meta change we're having is Galarian Corsola release. Galarian Corsola is going to be very meta. It's going to be very good. I think it's too Basti-esque in terms of its hard counter matchups for my liking, but... Like, being a caster for play Pokemon and working with Niantic are very different things. Play Pokemon and Niantic are different entities. Play Pokemon is under the TPCI umbrella, the Pokemon Company International. That's not Niantic, chat. That is not Niantic. That's a really good throw on alignment by Bogish there. Because Arf Roo was going to do 4 in the move. You just get the damage you can. Corsola is Wednesday. Corsola Wednesday. Henry works with Game Freak. Pepe laugh. A JD, I would try and get a lucky trade if possible. Can he get there? No, but Arf Roo throws. Arf Roo throws. Why did I spend the Corsa Xgal on the normal Corsa? Because I didn't know the Galar one was releasing. If I knew the Galar one was releasing, then also, did Arf Roo just miscount here? Because he could have thrown and then just didn't. Yeah, so Arf Roo technically could have won that game, but miscounted a couple times. Pepe point spending on a non-Galarian Corsola. I didn't know it was arriving, or I wouldn't have built the regular Corsola, chat. I wouldn't have built it. That's the clearest indication that I don't work with Niantic. I had no idea it was being brought to the game. Alright, Abhinav versus Eomo. Moltres, Ariados, Azumarill, Shadow Quagsire, Alolan Sandslash, Dunsparce, and Eomo. A regular Sableye. Just ask Niantic to give you 297 Corsola XLs. Ah, yes. Stuff gets data mined and then doesn't drop for years, man. Ooh, Ariados into Quag. Yo, what's up, Fict? We're in losers finals of Group B. That's a non-Shadow Quag moment right there. Actually being able to live a Trailblaze, Shadow Quag would have died. Like, at one point, like, they data mined Dark Void for Darkrai, like, 2-3 years ago, and it was never brought to the game. So, unfortunately, they put a lot of stuff in the code that doesn't come to fruition. You kind of have to let this go, because shielding just means that they're going to shield back, farm you down, and then exit boosted, and that's pretty terrifying. In comes the Moltres. Moltres is just going to take too much damage here. Yeah, Moltres is just going to take too much damage here. Like, look at that. That is already, like, 55% HP. Boosted counters are no joke. In comes the Toxapex. Gonna go for a bait here. Grabbing the shield from Eomo. But Toxapex is looking very difficult to remove off the field at this point in the game. You see a switch to the Ariados. Like, Ariados wins ones against Pex, but Pex is a huge energy lead. So that one shield win is not going to happen now. Do you lunge here? I don't love this Trailblaze, if I'm being honest. I think you might have wanted to lunge first, or maybe it's a Trailblaze into a lunge, because your priority is surviving a brine. So maybe we'll see a shield and then a lunge. I think that would make sense. Yeah, a shield. Oh, but there's the combo with the Quag. Yeah, GG. That's nicely done. Because Moltres... Oh, actually, Moltres has a lot of energy. This could come down to a true 50-50. Does he build up? He's at 100. This is a true 50-50. He full sends. EO shields! Oh, no. I forgot it had that much energy. But it came down to literally a true 50-50 because he had an Ancient Power plus a Brave Bird. A lot of people get tripped up and then farm up to, like, I think it's like 2 energy shy, but he actually built up to the back-to-back there. How was day 2 been? Day 2's been solid. We're working our way through. All right, Ariados into Pex. Again, Ariados can win the one straight Trailblaze. He's actually going to switch out here into Quag. Quag answered with the Mandibuzz. Going for the Stone Edge. Eo going to shield the Mandy here. Nah, Lazy, we haven't heard anything about move updates. Going to go for the harder hitting Dark Pulse. But getting a shield right on a Stone Edge makes you feel a lot more comfortable as the Mandy player. And the fact that you even outpace here as well is very nice. Now you can look to threaten a knockout. And this Mandy's still so healthy, and that's what's uncomfortable about it. Yo, this rocket balloon every 15-minute thing has been kind of nuts. It's pretty cool, actually. Gonna catch onto the Moltres. Nah, Niantic's America-based. They won't drop it on Thursday. Yeah, they're based out of America. They won't. Ooh, Captai Brave Bird to Aquatail. Ooh, survives it. There's now a -3 Aquatail. I actually think it might live this. It does live it. Oh, he wants farm. He wants Pex farm. Oh, you're a bad man. You're a bad man. Oh, man. And this Pex farm just goes everywhere now. I picked poison, so it's all grass and fairy. He's going for the Trailblaze. He just pivots out into the Mandy. See a switch out here after a debuff into the Quagsire. Quagsire going to be hit with a debuff to Aerial Ace. Not going to be enough to KO here. Makes the Stone Edge. Eo shielded every Stone Edge ever. And now he finally gets hit with one. But this again just sets up Pex so well. Like the whole time, Pex has had like infinite energy. And it just gets to completely run roughshod in this endgame. Abby's shaking his head again. Yeah, he just gets outpaced. He just gets outpaced here. Because I think Eo's 3 off the double up. If he was 4 off the double up, Ariados could cap on the second, but he's 3 off. Yep, there it is. GG. Eomo takes it. Yo, let's go, Blue. Love to hear it. Yeah, well played there by Eomo. Eomo did not bring his cursed, non-purified Sableye out for this particular match. All right, Caleb Peng versus BJ Pawat. BJ Pawat, an amazing battler who has previously won the Thai qualifiers for 2 years in a row. So very, very good battler. And Caleb, who is known as Mr. Second Place. But yeah, Thailand 2024 champion, Thailand 2023 champion, and Caleb has been a regional finalist 3 times. All right, ooh, for Alligator into the Alolan Sandslash. This is a great lead for BJ Pawat. We're going to see a safe switch into the Azumarill, answered with the Superior, and this is just... My best way to describe it is this is just an RPS line from Caleb. What is Caleb trying to bait out here with an Azu safe switch and a Mandy in the back? What is he trying to bait out? Like, an Azu safe switch doesn't really bait out a Sparse. I just really hate this line construction from Caleb. I don't see what it's attempting. I don't see what it's attempting to do at all. And if you're BJ, yeah, you're very comfortable keeping swap here. Like, you don't need switch, but at the end of the day, having switch is fine, so may as well. Like, BJ, after the frenzy, we could genuinely see a pivot out into sparse. I wouldn't hate that play by any means, or you can just stay in saying that a non-shadow draw run's not going to do a lot. Oh, does BJ? Oh, BJ gets there. That is nice for BJ. I mean, giving up the energy is unfortunate, but if you're going to give up a lot of energy, you want to at least do some damage in retaliation. So now the Sand Slash is one Shadow Claw above 25% HP. So that Shadow Claw goes through, will put it into the red. And for Alligator, I mean, this is a non-Shadow Sand Slash. Draw Run, very comfortable survive here. So Draw Run is going to connect. In the back is Mandibuzz. Hello, Dunsparce. And this is just over. Yeah, there is no escaping this one. But yeah, that is an example of, and granted, maybe someone in chat can inform me of the thought process behind this line, but I think it's just a very poorly constructed line. Like, the line doesn't really have a plan if it loses lead. And for that reason, like, I get the idea of it's Sand Slash and two things that beat Primeape, but I think if this line loses lead, it kind of just loses. Yo, what's up, OG Loco? The VOD will go live after the fact, so if you need to get some sleep, like, there's a lot more hours of battles. If you need to get some sleep, the VOD will be public after, so you'll always be able to catch up after, homie. Don't worry. But yeah, the VOD, we are intentionally playing copyright-free music, so the VOD will go up after. Yep, absolutely. Have a good one, trainer. In comes the Mandy. Quick switch for Alligator. And for Alligator is just going to Shadow Claw all the way down. And BJ Pawat takes game number 1. I think Air Slash Mandy is very good. But BJ knows that he really likes Air Slash Mandy. So BJ is intentionally trying to run stuff strong into it. Ooh, we see a safe switch into for Alligator. You can't bring in an Ariados into a Feraligatr that's down energy, so he is really hoping that he can bait out the Mandibuzz. But Serp is just so useless in the back. Gets a shield. Yo, what's up, Andrew? We haven't heard the schedule for the second half of the season yet, but the person who is like in charge of it is Daniel Neary, who's a homie. So it's just, I've put in my availability, and in a moment of transparency, I told them that I was free for every single regional. Obviously, they're not going to put me on every single regional. I think there's 5 in the second half of the season. If I get put on 2 in the second half of the season out of the 5, I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy if that's the case. I am expecting 1, 2 I would be happy with. I'm going to fire off the Aerial Ace. Barely hanging on is Feraligatr, but it's not going to survive the fast move there. Why not every? Because I'm not a part of the main cast yet. I want to be a part of the main cast, but I'm not a part of the main cast yet on NA. The Dark Pulse is going to land. But this Ariados just seems like it's way too much to get through. BJ's doing a very nice job of over-farming, but in comes the Azumarill. There's the quick switch to Superior, answered with Ariados, and that should just be GG. Yo, what's up, Caressa? You should just move to EU. That would be a hell of a move. I mean, they do randomly send EU people over to do NA regionals. Like, Lundberger doesn't live in the US and does some US regionals, so fuck it. They should just send me over to Gdansk one time, or Malmo. Yep, and that'll seal it. I did in college, Manster, but I haven't since. Yo, it's quarter past the hour, chat. Time to do your rocket balloon. I'm just farming these Obama snows, bro. You live in Mamba? Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, this is just over. He can't get to the 2 he needs. Like, there is an established main cast, and I just gotta continue to put out good tape and then hope that I get selected for more of them. Yo, what's up, Acoria? Because I was added to the cast very late. There's a lot of people who have like years of experience, and I've done 3 total regionals. So I don't nearly have the... Not getting a hundo with the move from the wild area. Oh, that's unfortunate. Lucky trades, though. Fingers crossed. Lucky trades. Oh, Claude and Amandi. 15, 15, 14 Enamorous. Oh, my goodness. Yo, for Alligator save switch, answer with the Dunsparce. Ooh, ends up being a cap tie here. Yeah, Enamorous is... Enamorous is such a demon. It's such a demon. Yeah, if you have the rare XLs for it, yeah. That thing is so free. You can run... The charge moveset will always be Fly Grass Knot. Most of the time, you'll do Fairy Wind, but if you want to run it as a save switch, you can run it as a save switch with Astonish. But if I had a buildable one, that would be what I would use my rare XLs on. I finally have a full stack of 300 XLs. Yeah, the pacing on Fairy Wind is a lot better, so if it's a lead or a closer, Fairy Wind's better for sure. I'm just saying, like, it is an option if people want to save switch it. Then Astonish can help give it coverage into steals. Alright, we see a switch into a Azumarill. Answered with the Feraligatr here. And BJ Pawat is just continuing to, as Caleb tries to dance in decent timers, kind of just not let that happen. I would wait to see what the new season move updates are. Obviously, I'm not expecting it to change much. But my usual rule is final week of the season, I'm not building stuff. And now this Feraligatr gets to throw 8 million Hydro Cannons. So just Hydro after Hydro after Hydro. And that Claude is going to be a right nuisance. And Caleb's forced to throw. Yeah, granted, I don't know if they're going to be hosting one this season. But I know in the past they have hosted Swedish regionals. For the final week of the season, Master League's available, so I believe we should, ATN. 650 rare XLs, dang. Yeah, Raphael. So like in videos, a lot of the time the battles are sped up. So these are the battles in regular time. So pain to be so close, you're not getting above it. That's fair. I believe it was for event ticket holders, Ben, so that might be the distinction. But yeah, as Claude, you just always want energy here to not let Gator cook you. And that's why BJ is always over farming. Is you need to make sure you have residual energy to be able to outpace the Gator. Because you know the Gator switch-in will happen. And there it is. And BJ just says, absolutely not. There's no way. There's no way. You have me extremely fucked up, sir. I am not letting your Feraligatr do anything, and this is just game over. Alright, Dark Pulse is gonna land. getting to the sludge bomb, and Caleb knows. All right, so Caleb has been eliminated from the tournament. BJ Pawat is going to advance. BJ Pawat, very, very well played throughout the course of these games. And in the battle of teammates, unfortunately, Caleb not able to emerge victorious. All right, next game, the C2U versus Gerald. We have Malamar, Claude, Azu, Shadow Quag, Ariados, and Mandibuzz, and Dunsparce, Mandibuzz, Ariados, Azumarill, Claude, and Gastrodon. Ooh, Gastro into Quag. This matchup, unless you have a very scuffed Gastro, is actually awful for Quagsire. And as someone who has the rank 1 Gastro, which, by the way, saving everything is good because this rank 1 Gastro was caught during GoFest 2023, and I saved it because I'm like, oh, it's a rank 1 of a useless Pokemon. And then it stopped becoming and then it stopped being useless like a year later. So if you get high ranks of bad Mons, always save them and just have a tag. Because a year after I caught it, it suddenly became really valuable to have a rank 1 Gastrodon. Yeah, it was a Gastrodon, Goosey. I caught the rank 1 Gastrodon during GoFest 2023. And then a year later, it went from absolutely irredeemable garbage to a top Metamon. Gerald just going to take shield advantage. Interesting. Ooh, this Azu bubble farm down actually goes insane, though. He's forced to pivot out. Yeah. That's a nice play by Gerald. Rank 1 Venu. Nice, Yash. That's awesome. But yeah, rank 1 Gastro lives 2 Aqua Tails and Mud Shots so comfortably. Like, as the Quag, you... Like, if it's a high rank Gastro, you actively hate your life the entire time you are in that matchup. This is uncomfortable because this isn't Drill Run range. Like, this Drill Run right here will not KO this Clodsire. Clodsire survives it. It is going to be in an awkward health range where it's uncomfortable to roll out down, and there it is. And again, that literally just comes down to having played these Mons a lot this season. You start to learn how much damage stuff does, and it's very, very helpful. So the Earthquake is going to land. Can you get a farm down here? No, the Sludge Bomb is reached. I have Bobber, yes. I really like Primeape. Raphael, I was able to have some... Oh, he tries to snipe it, but Gerald says no. That's a great play by Gerald. Gerald says, no snipe for you. No snipe for you. Saves the Azumarill. Gets the bubble down. Yeah, Psycho Cup Metacham actually had some nice play during Retro Cup. Yo, what's up, Adriano? Thorn? What the hell, Thorn? Thorn says, I know no spoilers, but congratulations on winning this tournament. Or yes. Whoever wins the tournament then just has to play me in a best of 5. I will be losing that best of 5, but they will be playing me. Yeah, that was good anticipation by Gerald to deny that snipe. Alright, Ariados versus Gastrodon. This matchup makes you really regret your existence as Gastrodon. And this line right here, Gastro, Dunsparce, Azu, is why people run SERP. But ideally, as the Gastro player, you're probably just going to play, like, you can comfortably play 1s and then just, or even 2s, and then eventually just switch out and just say that the Ariados will probably have to throw on something else. The no shield. That's a nice no shield by the C2U. And I honestly like the lunge as well, because a boosted lunge would still do a lot here. He can't pivot, though, and he's so weak in the back to Gastro. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, now this Gastro puts in infinite work into his back. And yes, you pivot out. You reset the debuff, bait out the Claude. Quag can do a lot up 2 shields, though. That's awesome, Alex. That's awesome. Quag can do a lot up 2 shields. But Gastro has a lot of energy. I don't, like, if I was a betting man at this point, I'd say 60-40 Gerald wins. I say 60-40 Gerald wins. I think Quag has too much to do. Yeah, has to throw it right away. If you could set up a Sludge Bomb to get a 2-sting farm down, that would be ideal here. Is gonna get 1 sting. Like Quag, yeah, Quag into Sparse is a little bit fraudulent. And by a little bit, I mean a lot fraudulent. It is a lot fraudulent, if we're being very transparent here. Sludge Bomb, but this allows Gerald to overfarm quite a lot. Yeah, and go for the drill run. CTU just gonna let it go. Like, Sparse also isn't in tail range, and the Gastro isn't in tail range either. So, you're kind of just in this hellish existence. And if you no-shield it, it's just death by 8 billion body slams. Like, he has the Stone Edge right here. But then Gerald can start just chucking 1,000 slams. Yo, thank you, Jonathan. I'm glad to hear it, man. I'm glad to hear it. I'm really liking the kind of content I'm able to post over there, so I'm glad people are liking it so much. But it's the kind of video where even if you're not able to guess any of the win cons on your own, it can kind of train you in your own battles to look for them. Which can be very helpful. But yeah, Aquatail just does not do enough here. Average Gastrodon masterclass right here. Let's go, Gastrodon. What a handsome boy. So each individual bubble affects the damage up until it hits Excellent. Once you see Excellent, any bubbles past that do not matter. Because Excellent means you have done 100% of damage. Ooh, Pocket versus Toran. Correct, Matthew, yes. There are certain typings for whom there are bubbles past Excellent, and those bubbles genuinely do nothing. I can't remember which, like, there are some where you have to hit every bubble to get an Excellent, and there's some where there's a couple of bubbles past Excellent. I believe Fire is one of them that has a couple bubbles past Excellent, and those bubbles genuinely are meaningless. Ooh, that's tough. Shadow Marowak into Superior. Araquanid save switch. There is no response available here. He's just going to go for a Frenzy Plant and then probably bring in for Alligator. Because, since this is open team sheet, he knows that this is Bubble Beam Water Pulse, so there's no bug damage here. Just gonna go for a Hydro Cannon right off the bat, just to try and get a Bubble Beam right off the bat, just to try and debuff the damage of the Hydro Cannons. Man, I did not have coffee today, and it is evident. Oh my goodness. So gonna go for the debuffed Hydro. Araquanid is monstrously bulky, and it's debuffed, so Hydro Cannon, not gonna do a whole lot here. He can make it to a Water Pulse, but a Water Pulse won't knock this out. It'll do quite a bit of damage, but it won't KO. Nah, Water Pulse was an intentional choice. It was an intentional choice. Oh, I think my headset just died. It did. Okay. All right, so I'm going to plug in my headset here while we watch these battles. There's a Superior on a Sand Slash, which is never a fun time. But the Superior is going to make a Frenzy, and Frenzy does genuinely add up. But it's a pretty nice line from Pocket here just to try and lure out the Feraligatr, and then just to try and sweep with the A-Slash. Because once the Feraligatr is gone, A-Slash is very strong into this team. Even if it gets stuck against the Marowak, if you're up energy and up shields, that is a winnable matchup. The important thing you need is just the health. We are going to see a shield on the Drill Run here. And it's going to be a Cap Tie here from Toran. Aqua Tail on the Drill Run. Drill Run does quite a bit of damage. It won't be enough to one-shot here, but it will do a lot. If it was Shadow on Shadow, I think it just KOs. But since it's regular, I'm pretty sure Drapion does survive this. Because, again, you are trading damage output for survivability. And that is a survivable move. In comes Feraligatr. And Feraligatr gets the double up, but the Powder Snow goes through. So that's a shield for Pocket because he can deny the second move by this Powder Snow registering by shielding the move and knocking out. And then he has the move loaded and he's able to take game number 1. Oh, wow. The second channel video is popping off. Oh, my goodness. Let's go. Yo, internally, that video almost has 1,000 views. Thank you, everyone. I am shocked by how well the content on the second channel has performed because that channel is tiny, man. That channel only has like it's gone in the course of 2 weeks from 1,000 subscribers to 2,000 subscribers. So like the growth on that channel has been wild. Ooh, Araquanid into Marowak. Great lead for the Araquanid. We're going to see a pivot out into the Drapion. Answered with the Marowak. And this is absolute misery for the Toran. Aqua Tail never KOs. Pocket, as long as he didn't Boomer Swap, which he didn't, is always going to be able to fire off a Bone Club here. And Bone Club will be able to deliver a knockout. Toran can shield and play ones, but all that does is just let Pocket exit this with energy. Whereas now he doesn't have energy. Toran would love a farm down in 3 here, but Pocket will not get farmed down there. He's able to make the Bone Club, and Torian's just like, man, you've got to be kidding me. As this Bone Club is going to connect, and now he's lost so much health. Looks like there was mutual lag there. Yes, Ben. 17 made a graphic on it, which I think is in the Discord. And then he's just going to be staying into the Gator and debuffing it. I mean, if you have the Shiny Shadow, you may as well, right? And he's just going to let this go because, I mean, this is debuffed and resisted. I do really like Araquanid in this meta. I think Araquanid is sick. This might not have been the exact tournament for it, but I do think Araquanid is very, very strong. The Water Pulse choice is an interesting one. Like, it does give you some more play in certain situations, but it gets uncomfortable against like waters like Gator, where Bug Buzz would actually be nice shields down, but you don't have access to it. I mean, not in this particular game, but just in general. I'm gonna go for the Hydro, and at this point you just win it with Claude, do you not? Oh, we are actually gonna see the shield here. I guess the Marowak's still alive, so shielding makes sense. I forgot it was Marowak as the other Mon. I mean, Claude still could have won that end game, but he's just going to stay in to force him to throw and then just sting down with Claude. Yeah. This is resisted and debuffed. It does barely KO. And now you just Claude it. Claude is the zero shield demon. It's very hard to beat Claude in the zeros. It's very hard to beat Claude in the zeros. All right, Pocket with the 2-0 over the Toran here. So Pocket now advancing to winners finals. And we have Mamba versus SJ. All right, Dunsparce into Azumarill, taking a look at the back lines here. Oh, Azumarill very, very awkward and back for SJ. Azumarill very awkward and back for SJ. Because he obviously has the Powder Snow, Alolan Sandslash, and the Marowak. And for Mamba, Mamba's building his line where the thing that's weak to Marowak is on the lead. So, this is looking difficult. SJ's a very good battler, though, but this is in a difficult... Puts him in a very difficult situation. Yeah, I'm going to fire off Toran. No shield by SJ, but his Azumarill just keeps getting lower and lower, and that's what he needs to neutralize the opposing Azumarill. He is going to wait the turn, go for the Play Rough. Mamba's going to let this through. Play Rough, I think this is a Dunsparce IV check whether it survives or not. And it is. The Dunsparce barely hangs on. A bad Dunsparce, also known as the Dunsparce on my wife's account, does not survive that. It does not survive that. And now in comes the Sableye. This is going to force him to pivot here. But Shadow Marowak does win 2s versus Azumarill. But the Sableye's up energy. So this is not going to be... Wife catching strays is crazy. I mean, she's not catching strays. I literally was the one who built that on her account for her. It was just the best one she had. I just very much noticed the difference in Dunsparce IVs between my account and hers. But yo, we got Eric and Leo in chat. Let's go. This is true. Wife's account did still get legend without optimal IVs. Optimal IVs help, but they aren't a requirement by any means. And he's just going to let this go. Going to try and sweep with the Sandslash. But Sandslash is down energy. And being down energy to a Sableye is a incredible feels bad moment. Sableye gets to throw first. And this will just come down to a game of pacing, basically. He lets it go. This game's over. Yeah, we're done here. Everything just gets farmed now. That Shadow Claw shouldn't KO. SJ should get both these moves. But Azumarill isn't close enough to a move. Yeah, Goosey, if possible, I would try and hold out for doing a lucky trade for one. Because losing the mirror is not fun. Shadow Mare wins Susa Raz is truly a disgusting sentence. Nah, it's a great sentence. It's a great sentence. Azu is so strong. Things beating it is terrific. Rank 3 Venusaur and a rank 25 Ariados and a rank 20 Claude. Yo, you cooked. Oh, that one was the lucky... Oh, got you. All right, SJ got to dig deep here. And not run a backline so weak to Azu. He runs the exact same team again. He runs the exact same team again. Nah, that's crazy. Yeah. I thought for sure he would be less Azuable in the back, but he's still very, very susceptible to getting cooked by a backline Azu. And what do you know? There's a backline Azu. Yo, I got a Cliff. You're really able to farm 12Ks because of this every 15-minute thing. He goes for an Ice Beam this time. Interesting. He's going to switch out into his own Azumarill. So Mama's playing it differently. Ooh, bank a ton of energy. Go in A slash to wall the energy. Why would you want 12k eggs when we have Corsola coming? I will hatch the eggs. I will hatch the eggs. Fear not. I will hatch the eggs. It's cold, but it ain't that cold. I can still go out and hatch eggs. Yeah, this is working out a lot better now for him. Defit? Nah. There is no need to do that. When XLs first dropped, almost every battler did that shit, but nah. Anymore, there are actually decent ways to obtain XLs, so most people are not doing that shit anymore. Thor says, I'm gonna freeze to death soon. That is definitely possible, yeah. Like, where I grew up, it was colder than where I live now. So, to me, even though most would fold under the pressure of this winter, I am unmoved. I am unmoved. Oh, he takes it! The 1 HP and a Dream Marowak. Where's the 1 HP and a Dream graphic? How is that not 1 HP and a Dream? Come on, man. And now he gets a slap on the Azu, too. Yo, that sounds like something else. Pause. Hold up. Play rough. Grabbing the final shield from Mamba. There's still shreds of an A slash left. The only use of the final Pokemon's on low HP. I think they should expand its usage. Oh, the simul switch, predicting the combo. He says no combo for you. No combo for you. All right. Now, that is the SJ we are used to. That is the SJ we're used to. No more fucking around, man. No more fucking around. We just needed SJ to actually lock in. Ooh, this is really bad for SJ. This is... Oh, why would you throw an alignment there? Why would you throw an alignment there? Mystic Mamba, please. But Mystic Mamba just farms down in 2s. Why are you doing what you're doing? No, the whole point of leading Marowak is you can be a 2-shield degen and farm down the Gator. That catch is actually bad. That catch is actually bad. Now Gator gets 8 billion energy. Your Azu energy goes nowhere into the Sand Slash. Man, you could have controlled swap. Left with energy. Cooked this man in 4K. But instead, you said, nah, I will not farm down with K-Wack, the thing that K-Wack is known for. And then I'm just going to lose because of that. Like, the Toxapex in the back was always going to be useless, but you would have had K-Wack with energy into a backline of K-Wack and A-Slash, neither of which tank K-Wack energy well, and an Azu. That's just winning. But he just completely punted it. That's really unfortunate to see. Gets the farm down here on 1 HP. Gonna bring in his K-Wack. I was so sure he was getting denied there. I'm very surprised he wasn't denied. I mean, Gator was the lead though. So the backline was Marowak and Sandslash. But that's just strictly winning. But he just didn't commit to the reason why people run K-Wack. And then, oh, he gets farmed down! That's cold-blooded. That's a cold-blooded farm down right there. Yeah, it's over. It's over. You had the win con in your hands. The winner's finals, it was right there, but it slipped through your fingers. You did not let KWAC do what it does, and as a result, unfortunately, you're going to losers. But yeah, not trusting KWAC has to be a criminal offense. Yo, you got a jump fluff balloon. Yeah. And look at how low the KWAC is and how much KWAC does not care. It's still demolishing Toxapex. And he knows from that smile, he's like, yeah, I fucked up. That's unfortunate for him. That was just 100% a winnable game 3. So SJ gets a little bit of a get out of jail free card. Like, SJ was dead to rights that game. He was dead to rights that game. If a KWAC just farms all the way down, exits with energy, and then it's just, yeah, that should just kind of always... Got a Trico balloon, let's go. But just, that is just dead to rights there. Alright, BJ Pawat versus Bogish. Dunsparce, Primeape, Shadow for Alligator, Superior, Clodsire, Mandibuzz. And Superior, Clodsire, also a Mandibuzz, also a Feraligatr, also a Dunsparce. If you think you're looking in a mirror, chat, you would be correct. These are identical teams, but they have different fighters. He just overthought it, which is unfortunate. Ooh, we get Annihilate into Feraligatr here. Feraligatr, of course, the king of just Shadow Claws, shredding. But Annihilate can return fire with the Rage Fist to boost up its attack. We were close to an AWAC winning LAIC, but thankfully it did not. It did not, and I'm so pleased. AWAC winning LAIC would have been a dark day for me, I'll be honest. Because AWAC didn't do much. It's just Vito being a god. Vito is just really good. Yes, ATN, that sounds right. But seeing people, saves the CC, pivots Sparse, and I have a Sparse mirror. Baiting out BJ's Sparse so that way his Mandy doesn't have to face it is pretty nice. Well, you see, Transit, the hate would be unjustified if it were a good Pokemon, but it's a bad Pokemon, so the hate is very valid. It even got double buffed, and it's still bad. Also, without spoiling anything, a Solgaleo over Duskmane. Solgaleo is bulkier, so it can take hits that Duskmane cannot. And if you counter switch it into a Zacian, a Solgaleo can survive 2 close combat / wild charges, and a Duskmane cannot. Most people prefer Duskmane because it has the better moveset. Solgaleo is something I wanted to revisit, and there he rock slides just to cover for a catch. I think it has play. More people will use Duskmane, but I think Solga does have play. And now it's just Mandy versus Mandy. But BJ Pawat's like, I'm Snarl, he's air / I'm cooked. But without spoiling anything, Martine will periodically update me with his Stuttgart drafts. And holy shit, so much changes every single draft. So, like, every draft is a lot of different Pokemon. There are a lot of different Pokemon, which is good. He is looking at a lot of different stuff. But there is a lot of variety in these drafts here. Yeah, that... yes, Ben. Genuinely, if it got an update to where it was actually good, it would be pretty fun. Like, it's a very cool Mon design. Like, overall, it is one of the best looking Mons. It's just, it has very poor play right now. Primeape could win a regional soon. I agree. Primeape is terrifying. In the right hands, Primip is very, very scary. But I think AWAC's in an awkward spot, right? Where you have Bone Club, but non-stab. So you can't really buff Bone Club because that makes KWAC even stronger. But, and yeah, the air slashes, he just gets farmed down. You can't ever buff Bone Club because it would make KWAC way too strong. But Bone Club is still underwhelming from AWAC. Ooh, air slash man. Oh, sorry, Snarl Mandy. BJ Pawat has a Snarl Mandy. We're gonna see a save switch to the Dunsparce. Ooh, answered with Superior, and this is looking difficult. This is looking difficult. Like, it's Sludge Bomb clawed into Mandy, but that's not an amazing matchup, even if it's not Stone Edge. So I think we're looking at 1-1 here. Rage Fist, I believe, can only be learned by Annihilape and Primeape. I believe it's just their signature moves. Destroy Primeape with Shadow Giraffe. Nice. Shadow Giraffe is very fun. Yeah, Serp is more than happy just to give the shield back. And then Serp can still overfarm like a nice cheeky 4 and an Aerial Ace here, and you're cooking. Ooh, switches into Mandy. Bogish is doing what he can to like try and decent clocks and get weird with it, but it's not enough. It's not enough. I wish it would be enough because that'd be very cool, but it's unfortunately just not enough. Psychic Grunt didn't have the same lineup for 2 consecutive seasons. Yeah. Starmie Regional Championship incoming. Yo, people want Starmie. Starmie gets Psywave in the main series. Psywave Starmie and then give it competent charge moves would actually go wicked. It's harder to dance around bulk monsters with bulk monsters. True. Yeah. On day 1, I did do a little bit of physical comedy. I brought out a big pillow and I pretended to sleep every time there was one of these like Claude Mandy matches or Mandy versus Mandy. Might have to bring that back. Genuinely might have to bring that back. The switch into the Annihilape. Yeah, I tried to catch a Sludge Bomb, but it's not going to happen. You got a Quick Attack Starmie? Nice. I do have a Quick Attack Starmie. It is a hundo for Masters. If it ever got Psywave, I would try and find another Hundo Starmie. I would not TM away Unobtainable Legacy Quick Attack. Having a Hundo Unobtainable Legacy Quick Attack Starmie is such a cool collector's item that even if Quick Attack was bad, then I would still just try and get a better one. I also have, from a Starmie Spotlight Hour, you know how much of a hoarder I am? Great League rank 64 Star U and an Ultra League rank 3 Star U. There what? Oh, that is true, Clara, yes. There was no Starmie gaming this rotation. I like to keep it very rare so that way it's special. Imagine not hoarding everything. I do hoard everything. I will hoard everything happily. There's sticker boxes for sale? Yeah, I just never look at stickers everywhere. Like stickers, I will not be there. Sludge Bomb? I actually don't think this KOs. I think Mandy lives this. It does. Hold. Did he find his way out of this, or does Serp have energy? Does Serp have energy, chat? I'll be honest, I zoned the fuck out when it was a Claude Mandy matchup. Does Serp have energy? Serp does have energy. GG. Yeah. I was like, how did he work his way out of that one? But he didn't. Okay. I was very confused. I was like, there's no way there is no way you were able to dance around that bulky of Mons. But yeah, Serpent Energy. He made it pretty close, though. He made it pretty close. All right, Dunsparce into Claude. I always prefer to be the Claude here. What do you mean the Claude Mandy matchup wasn't over? Exactly. Claude Mandy is inevitable. Also, chat, I did like 3.5 hours of Adventure Incense this weekend, and I got a very high rank Ultra League Galar bird. The bad news is, it's fucking Articuno. It is a rank 101 Ultra League Articuno. So if Galar Articuno ever gets good... But that was the only Galar bird I saw in 3.5 hours. Yeah, that was the only Galar bird I saw in 3.5 hours. Very tragic stuff. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind building it. It could be a fun Ultra League video. For Alligator versus Sparse. Oh, the rollout goes through. Doesn't get Sidewave in the main series. Rip. We're in shambles now, fellas. Both fled with excellent. Dang, that's unfortunate. Got the rank 15 Ultra League Galar just on Saturday. Dang, Zach actually cooked. That's crazy. That's crazy. The terrible rollout animation strikes again. Yes. Oh no, Ryan. Oh, that's pain, homie. Yeah, I only saw one, and you just do 3 in the move here, yeah. I only saw one, but I did catch it. Is this clock up? It should be. Oh, nice! Oh, that's a good catch. That's a good catch. Yes! Let's go. Cooking. Yeah, roll out that down. Oh, yeah. Bogish gonna knock out BJ Pawat. Psychocut Bravebird, what else do you need? Defensive typing that isn't awful into the meta. I do think Air Slash on Mandy is very solid. Like, people can definitely build teams that are very weak to it. Did I do my sets already? I think I did... Shit, I actually don't know. I'm sitting at 3281. I think I did 2 or 3 sets earlier. I did 2 or 3 sets. So I have 2 or 3 sets remaining. Got a Shundo Dragonite. Yo, that's wicked. After Willpower, I forgot Mandy has Snarl. I've got to say, chat, controversial take. After having played the meta the entire time, I still think Willpower was one of the better limited metas we've had. Still. Even after all this time. Even with Gardevoir being added, I was still able to use the same team that I used when it was out 2 years ago and utterly obliterate all the way up to like top half of leaderboards. So I still really liked it. All right. Yo, Gerald versus Eomo. Willpower's only slightly better than Electric Cup. Sounds like someone doesn't have a Pawniard. Kayshawn, that is a take that I would expect from a Pawniard-less individual. If you had a Pawniard, you would have different opinions. All right, so Gerald has the Gastrodon, and Eomo has the regular Sable. He says, I absolutely do not have a Pawniard, and that's why you hated the meta. All right, Ariados into Sableye. This matchup is gonna suck as the Ariados because this is a regular Sableye with Power Gem. So it is gonna live this lunge extremely comfortably, and it can threaten mad damage with Power Gem. The fact that this regular Sableye has gotten this far, wild. Absolutely wild. I'll say it. Very wild. Shundo Dialga with Roar of Time? Nah, that's mental. That's mental. And then you just do 4, wait a turn, Power Gem. I've honestly really enjoyed Retro as well. Retro today, I was running the Callum team. Like 95% of Callum teams, I would never run because he's intentionally running garbage for content. But he's very good at analyzing metas in unique ways. He is very good at analyzing metas in unique ways. Like, I had seen no one else but him think of, you've been ill towards the Sableye lately? Well, it's just odd seeing a non-shadow, non-purified Sableye. No, I had seen no one else even think about Dragon Tail Mew. And he ended up hitting Legend with Dragon Tail Mew. And I was like, wait, that's actually sick. That's actually extremely cool tech. Because Dragon is unresisted in the meta. And he ended up hitting Legend with Dragon Tail Mew. Like, a lot of the time, he is just running, like, triple Mankey for content. So those aren't lines to repeat. Mew does learn Dragon Tail, yes. And he was the only person I saw be like, yo, Dragon Tail Mew. Also, he has to Stone Edge here because he's a regular. A Shadow, he could KO with an Aqua Tail there. Hop if Grunt as it turns windy, I can't. Yo, just move, Thorn. Oh my goodness. Yo, this jab down will in fact feed families. Yeah, just move to a different locale real quick where it's not windy. Oh yeah, it's actually windy here too. I talked all that shit and it's windy here too. Oh no. Oh wait, it's check out my cute Pokemon. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. It is check out my cute Pokemon. I'm safe. See, it's a Snubble, chat. It's a Snubble. I'm safe. It wasn't windy earlier. What the hell? But yeah, you really just want to undo the debuffs here. So whenever you can switch out, you would love to do that. Yeah, and Metagross just cooks everything. But yeah, I've got to say, mighty Pokemon have to be, like, I think it's genuinely one of the better, like, fleshed out concepts of a new feature they've ever added. I think mighty Pokemon were actually extremely fun. It added a lot to it, having something that was hard to catch, but you knew if you caught it, it was going to be very powerful. They are not over 51. No, okay, Sean. They were 35 to 40 and 40 to 45. I think. But yeah, like, as long as they keep them rare and only at events. Yeah. As long as they keep them rare and only at events, I really enjoyed mighty Pokemon. Yeah. I got 2 14, 15, 15 shinies, and it broke my heart. All right, Ariados into Quag. We've seen him just no-shield the Trailblaze here because he knows he does live it. Yeah, he is just basically just going to play 2v3 with a shield advantage now. Oh, sends in the Sparse. Oh, the alignment throw. Sacramento, please. No more alignment throws, I beg. Yo, after this battle, I'm gonna run and get some water, chat. That's a bit of a curious Stone Edge because I think he had 2 Aqua Tails, did he not? Oh, he doesn't. He's just short. He's just short. I always have an insane amount of fast TMs. I never have charged TMs because fast TMs are basically never used. You just go Mandy here and try and sweep with Obama Snow. It's not going to happen, but that's what you have to try. But yeah, I use like 30 fast TMs to get Dragon Tail. Don't ask what the team does versus Drifblim lead. You just cry yourself to sleep at night. But if you don't see Drifblim lead, also because no one knows Dragon Tail counts. Ooh, the catch onto the Mandibuzz. I went from like 90 plus fast TMs to like 60. Yeah, throwing instantly here makes sense because you don't want to try for good timing and get Icy Winded. Dust Noir, it's very strong neutrally in Ultra, but it has no coverage. So that's a little bit of its issue. It is very strong neutrally, but no coverage means if you get stuck on like a Drapion or a Miltank, you're just crying yourself to sleep at night. TM away return. I probably wouldn't TM away return. I would just build another one. I don't think it's good enough to warrant TMing away return. Back in comes Mandy. Really trying to make Gerald's life uncomfortable here. I'm usually crying myself to sleep at night anyways. Oh no. Lugia, Rayquaza, Landorus. Why would people use either of those first two mons? Lugia, Rayquaza in Masters is wild. Yeah. I would like to see a Lugia buff. Look like they have Snorlax as their third. Yo, that's funny. Yeah, in comes Obama. Obama has to shield. Yeah, Icy Wind Obama is very slow. It's an interesting idea, but God, is it slow. But yeah, this is 1-1. Dragon Tail Mew. He ran Dragon Claw Wild Charge. I'm on Surf Wild Charge, which is bad, but I didn't want to use Charge TMs. But if you have the choice... Solgaleo, Dialga, Dragonite, too criminal. It's not too criminal. If you see a Landorus on lead, the Landorus will be your dad. But... Yo, what's up, Golf Professor? I think we actually played last night. If so, if we did, then GG. The name sounds very familiar. Banks energy on Airy. Do you just rebank as EO, tank one, and then go Pex? Yeah. It has been interesting to watch Callum's career trajectory. Because it's one that I recognize it because it's very similar. I was like, a couple years back, like, I will run the spiciest things possible. And then... I obviously didn't climb much with them, but I was like, I will be the spiciest person. There will not be a spicier human being running teams than me. I did a lot of theme teams, and that's kind of what I, like, made my bread on with regards to battling. And then there got to a point where I was like, damn, you know what I like more than that? I like winning. So now I more so just run unusual stuff, but... I do so on the global leaderboards. And that's my version of running fun stuff. So I'm curious to see if he ends up with the same evolution over time. Because there is a finite amount of like interesting fun spice things you can run. Like there eventually reaches a tipping point in which it is... very difficult to come up with teams that are that creative. But if you're like, I'm going to find an interesting mon like Fortress and try and hit Legend with it because I think that's interesting. And then instead of having to find 3 interesting mons, then I can just work on how do I support this mon as best as I can. And then I was one of the first creators to hit legend. Axon's always the first, but I was like, I think third or whatever. But I did so with a fortress, which other people were not using. So I think it's I like the niche that I occupy at the moment. Ooh, unfortunate cap tie there. Where I've gotten to the point where I feel like I can compete on leaderboards. I make page 1 every single season. This season got my highest ever at number 6. I don't always stay there because it's really hard to stream with queue times that bad, but I've gotten to a range of ability where I can run what I want to run and have fun. And to me, that's a win. Ooh, this is a nice lunge. This is a lunge, desperately hoping that it can make the Stone Edge not KO. We'll get 2 here. At -2, a Stone Edge is not KOing. Ariados is frail. It ain't that frail. Thoughts on Dugong? As far as GBL, it's fine, yeah. In Show 6, I think it is a little awkward. Like, any Dugong Show 6 team is gonna not like its life when it goes up against Superior. He doesn't make the Trailblaze. We've seen this Trailblaze doesn't KO, though. We've seen this Trailblaze doesn't KO, though. Oh, can he escape? He does! He does escape, but I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. Yeah, Callum does have a really nice focus on good game mechanics, which I like quite a bit. Like, he has, like, you can see in the background, he's taken the strides to improve his game, but yeah, EO just can't win this. I had hope for a second, and then I remembered the Dunsparce was like full health, and I was like, no, there's no hope. But yeah, you can see the work that he puts in the background to like get better at the game, which is awesome. And again, it feels a little deja vu-esque because I followed a very similar path, and he's someone who I've been like, I like to behind the scenes chat with a lot of smaller creators and provide them advice, feedback, like they can send me thumbnails and I can be like, yo, do this one instead of this one, stuff like that. And I've been very happy to see his climb. And like, he has risen from doing just go rocket challenges to now being a pretty big successful PvP creator, which has been unbelievable to watch. And I'm so very, very proud of him. All right, we got Mystic Mamba versus Bogish. The red shirt man is back again. Dunsparce, Toxapex, Shadow Sableye, Shadow Jumpluff, Azumarill, Shadow Marowak versus Superior, Claude, Shadow for Alligator, and a bunch of other shit that isn't on my screen anymore. All right, Claude into Shadow Sableye. I do provide some advice in the background to Schmeedy as well from time to time. I regret not getting a free shirt. Yeah, imagine not showing up with a logo t-shirt. Nah, we're a small enough ecosystem being Pokemon PvP creators that we will try and communicate in the background about stuff. Like, oh, he ran so weak to Serp, but he no-shields it. He no-shields the Serp. He's thinking it's not going to have as much play. The moment he sees this, though, he's going to be like, oh, wait. Oh, wait. I did golf, yes. It's a very spicy team. But yeah, like, even between myself and Jonkus, like, when a new season starts, obviously, sometimes, like, if one Mon releases on a day, we're both going to make the same video. But, like, when a new season starts, we will chat to make, and this Rockslide doesn't KO, so that's a nice no shield. We will chat to try and make sure that there's like unique content going on. So like a lot of the creators do communicate in the background with a switch flip. Hold on. That's a nice switch flip there. Cause he can Mandy the Sable here. With one decently large exception, but most of the creators, yeah, are decently friendly. Yeah, and that's something that, Andy, we realized, because obviously we are the two who like try and speed run getting new content out, And we realized that communicating just makes both of our lives so much easier. So we end up chatting in the background from time to time, being like, yo, for this league rotation, what are you thinking of covering? And then we just won't cover the other thing. Or like there was one league rotation where we were both looking at Grimer teams, but he was like, yo, you can have yours be the feature. I'll just have Grimer be a supporting mon in mine. So yeah, we all acknowledge the fact that it's like a small-ish ecosystem of Go Battle League creators. So being on good terms with people makes it a whole lot easier. Here's an ice beam. Oh, no shielding an ice beam is kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Yeah. And now firing off an ice beam, we are going to see a shield. But I mean, this Mandy's healthy. It's healthy. I honestly think here double ace is the better play because I do not trust foul play to KO. So I think double ace is the better play here. Unless he can snarl down after. Gem does a lot. Gem does a lot. Mandy, can he farm? No! Wait, does it KO? I think Azu lives this. I think Azu survives this. I'm pretty confident. Yeah, it does. It does. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, I had a feeling. How did he lose that? I mean, he had like no health on the Claude. Like if we go back there, like his Claude was always going to get bubbled down. He did what he could in that one, but he couldn't have known it at the time, but the decision to not shield Serp ended up costing him. But he had no way of knowing that Mamba just said, fuck having superior counters. I am just going to lose to a superior. So he assumed Serp wouldn't have valuable. Yeah, Claude needed DRE on the final sludge, but that's very inconsistent. And he says, aren't you afraid someone can steal your content? Not particularly. Like, people can copy thumbnail styles and whatnot. And that's something that when I started out, like, if you asked me 2 years ago, oh, double air lace would have caused a CMP. Oh, that makes sense. Mandy had such a resurgence that people are trying to target Claude. Like, it's a very tricky endgame. But yeah, like, if you ask me, ooh, okay. This time he actually does have counters too. So these have identical pacing. If you can get one ace bait at some point, you can flip this. But yeah, people just didn't want to get aped, and having Amanda Buzz is a really good way to not let yourself be aped, which is nice. But yeah, like, as I mentioned and didn't really go over too much, but oh, he farms. Mamba might call this. And does. Oh, that's a nice frenzy there. He'll bring in Pex, he'll pivot, and then the game will be over. Yep, GG. We're 1-1. Yeah, unfortunately, Mandy was just so low in that first one. But yeah, like a year or two back, I was very much like, man, like people would copy up my thumbnail style and I would be like, man, this is awful. I'm getting ripped off. And nowadays, I'm, I guess, a little bit older, wiser, more mellow. I'm like, if people are making thumbnails similar to mine, I just take that as a compliment. Like, that means that what we're doing over here works and people are trying to emulate that. And I think it's kind of cool, so. And at the end of the day, like, having more creators in a space is better than having fewer creators in a space. So, overall, it ends up being a net positive. All right, Claude versus Pex. Having been the Pex, this matchup will make you hate your life. Even up a shield. Oh, man. This matchup will really have you uncontrollably weeping in the club because your shield advantage goes nowhere. Incoming brine buff. Oh, Jesus Christ, I hope not. I really hope not. Do not buff bulky water types. Don't do it. Should be a jailable offense to suggest a buff to a bulky water type. Scald Toxapex, yep. No, bad. Jail time. Jail time. Someone suggested on the other stream, yes, and they should be sent to prison for their crimes. Oh no. And here, you don't care about the Toran being caught because this landing anywhere is good. You had Elite and Axon playing losers round 4 next to you. Yeah. C was a crazy bracket. And this is just a rollout down. Yeah. GG. So, do you know Golf Professor? So, Axon said he was bringing Medi. Was he Psycho Cut Metacham? Was he Psycho Cut Metacham? Because Counter Metacham, I think he's not cooking. Psycho Cut Metacham, I think he might have been cooking. Psycho Cut's at least fast. Decisive game 3. Oh, brutal. Oh, you're good, Golf. You're good. Shadow Sableye and a Dunsparce. A thoroughly miserable matchup. Oh, this is just RPS. This is just RPS. Because Sparse just wins this lead, even energy. And then it's Serp, Sparse, Clawdpex. He throws energy here. I'm not, like, I get the idea. I think it's to put it in Frenzy Plant plus Farm Down range. So, at first I was like, what is this play? But then I'm like, that makes sense. It's not what I would have done, but I see the vision. I see the vision. Because you're just trying to get Omega Serp farm. RPS means like rock, paper, scissors. It basically means like the game will be lost once alignment is lost. Yeah, because 2 more rock slides don't kill you here as Serp. Oh, and he doesn't even get 2 because the Vine Whip goes through. Nice. Yeah. And see, but I like seeing plays where I don't see the vision and then it ends up working out. Because that challenges me to view games in a different way. Whereas, like, that's not a play that I ever would have done. But he exits with 2 Frenzy Plants to absolutely shit on this Toxapex. And there's just no win gone for Mamba. And he's just looking to pivot out, but... Oh, Axon wasn't running Medi. He only brought the plush. Oh, okay. I saw the post from him saying that that Metacham was coming to Sacramento, and I was like, what? Okay. I'm gonna need this season an Axon regional win. I need it to happen. It would, in fact, feed families. It would, in fact, feed families. Because he hasn't won one since Worlds, so. My man said I'm grass-fed. He got 4th at Louisville, Kayshawn. Thorn says I might die of starvation if Henry doesn't compete soon. We'll see if they give me any regionals to cast. See, the thing is like, in a Go Battle League setting, I am very confident. Like, you can give me literally any opponent, and I'm not going to care who it is, and I'm just going to have faith in my ability to outplay them. But in show 6, I don't have that confidence. And I think in part, I mean, it is equal parts preparation, but I think you do need that arrogance. I think you do need that arrogance. Of just going to be like, anyone I face, I'm going to beat them. I know Lyle has that arrogance, and it works for him. All right, well played, Bogish. Mental, yeah. And that's the thing, like, mechanically, I like my odds versus anybody. But I don't have that mental because I haven't done that shit before. Yo, the Toran versus Gerald. Yo, we have a bird fucking fight here. My words failed me. I wish this was an official stream so I could say we have a bird fucking fight. Brings in the Azum rule. Yeah, you just Brave Bird the shit out of that thing. Guarantee a shield or a shitload of damage. And then there's Kayshawn who's like, I don't know. I didn't think I was going to beat anyone and I just went and not carrying. Fareed, by the way, chat, Tomahawk. Do you know how he got his shiny Galarian Moltres? He traded a level 50 Ho-Oh for it. And for him, he was like, this is absolutely worth it. But he did trade a level 50 Ho-Oh to a random local to get that Moltres. Yeah. Low key, I think that was a good trade for him. Low key, I think that was a good trade for him too. If I'm being very honest, he doesn't care about Master League. He cares about getting these fat dubs in I was gonna say the Go Battle League, but not the Go Battle League. He did have a Moltres, yes. How did the local agree to take a level 50 Ho as a non-lucky trade? Because they don't play PvP. So for them, it's just, ooh, shiny, a raid attacker. We are talking about non-PvPers, chat. Non-PvPers. They do not know the difference. We only care about aura. If we only cared about aura, then Torian right here would just win the whole thing. Torian would just win the whole thing. Not currently turf server, but hold on to it because you never know when a move update might happen. My favorite part of watching the day 1 battles live was Torian's matchup with a certain notorious individual and all of the top leaderboarders in chat being so happy when Torian won. Everyone was like, woo, let's go. It was like Thunder Cypher, Emmy Weedle, a bunch of other people just like top leaderboarders popping the fuck off in chat when Torian won. Just purely because of who he was facing. It's a certified if you know moment. But yeah, this Azumarill is getting sucker punched down, chat. It's too low. You know what? I don't mind saying it. They, let's just say that one of his opponents was the person who created the quote-unquote Discord bot. We'll just say that. So we were very pleased when Torian won. We were very... Thorn, stop lying to people. Mormon Matt is a fine, upstanding citizen. Mormon Matt would never do something like that. Thorn Thorn is desperately trying to get Mormon Matt canceled. So this is something that I've now seen done twice. Is a sparse save switch into a sparse and a drill run and then send in SERP. So this has to be like tech. I've now seen this done twice. And I would never ever think to play this matchup out this way. This is really, really interesting. This is really, really interesting. I don't feel like it's very often that I just miss a way how to play a matchup, but apparently I have missed this way of how to play a matchup. It's to aggressively fire off the rock slide here. This is going to force a shield from Gerald. He's now switch locked, and Gerald can debuff, but Gerald is so soft to sparse. So soft to sparse. That this is very uncomfortable. All right. The Dunsparce, I think it would a little bit depend on what moves it gets. I haven't looked at the Dunsparce at all. On soft... Fino says, Henry, I don't mean to get political, but what's your thoughts on soft serve vanilla ice cream dipped in chocolate? I would like to provide a... Oh, that's a nice catch. I would like to provide a counter offer, Phenom, and that's soft serve vanilla ice cream dipped in butterscotch. That is my counter offer. That is my counter offer. He can make a frenzy here. I mean, it's not going to impact the game, but he could have made a frenzy there. Like, soft serve vanilla ice cream, like, dipped in butterscotch. Fire. Fire. Granted, I don't know if they still do it, but I have such great memories of like going to like the local Dairy Queen as a wee little lad with my parents, and then I would get the vanilla cone and they would dip it in the butterscotch. Oh, so unimaginably fire. Oh, he waits, he tries for it, but Toran says no. So unimaginably fire. Losers semifinals. This means, chat, that Bogish and Toran are both top 4 now. Top 4 in the regional. And we have Mandabuzz into Shadow Marowak. Great lead for Bogish. We're going to see a save switch into the Moltres. Moltres answered with the Dunsparce. Oh, but that Drapion is looking very scary here. If Bogish has to go down a shield for switch, things could get very, very uncomfortable. We are going to see an Ancient Power bait here from the Toran. Brave Bird would do a ton, so that is going to be respected. I must seek this out and get back to you. Granted, this is a memory from like 15 years ago, but it was very fire 15 years ago. And he's just going to throw again. Ooh, Toran is going to go for swap here. This could be like... The trap that Bogish falls into here is if he shields this Brave Bird, he's in trouble. He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to. He's ABA strong to K-Wack. He's looking at the team sheet. Yes! Yes! Bogish! Oh, he's so good. Let's go! That's such a good play. That's such a good play because switch doesn't matter. That's such good understanding. He ran ABA strong to K-Wack and led into K-Wack, so switch doesn't matter there. That's such a good play to give up switch and just get farm. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Let's go. I like seeing people make really good fucking plays. And that's a really good fucking play right there. Let's go. You absolutely love to see it, chat. You absolutely love to see it. Yeah, this is just over now. Like, he gets a catch and a sneak, but he just gets Superior directly in the face. There will be no survivors. And he's like, you gotta be kidding me, man. But that's exactly why Bogish was fine giving up switch there. Because giving up switch here is very okay. Because you know that Marowak has nowhere to go. You ran ABA strong to it. Oh my god. Does he live this? Okay, he's shielding it. He's shielding it. But yeah, very well played. Very, very, very well played. But he has 8 million charge attacks on this thing, and the Drapion did not switch out with a move. It now has an Aqua Tail, but a Sting plus a Tail won't KO. So Toran just has to call this as an ace bait. He shields, but yeah, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. Yep, GG. All right, game 1 goes to Bogish. Great decision to not play for switch there. All right, here we go. Ooh, okay. We have Feraligatr into Mandibuzz. It's Air Slash, which means the Mandy's very slow, but it has fast move pressure. Toran farming up a ton. Toran going to go for a full send of an Ice Beam. Bogish letting it through. Ice Beam going to land, and that does some serious damage. In comes the Shadow Drapion, going to be hit with an Aerial Ace. Immediate no shield from Toran. And this could be a little interesting because Superior is so strong into the non-Drapion Pokemon on Toran's team. So we are going to see the Aerial Ace fired off here. And Bogish can just afford to stay in here. And, ooh, but you kind of have to make the call. There was a Gator lead. Do you read the ABA here and save Superior? It's a tough call to make because in theory he should be strong in the back. Oh, he does it. He does it. He sends in the Sparse. Serp now very well positioned for the Toran. He is going to pivot out into the Dunsparce, answered with the Superior, and this will be a very interesting game to play out of. Superior going to be hit with the double Rock Slides, but Rock Slide not a particularly threatening attack here. Bogish knows the whole line now, and this Rock Slide not going to do much. Gonna go for 1 in the Frenzy Plant, going for pretty nice timing here. Chose to save a little bit of energy on the Dunsparce. Chat, I'm so serious. Why is all of chat Huck Tua jokes? Chat, please! We are better than this. I swear. I promise. Clock will be up soon for Toran. Frenzy Plant is needed to deliver a KO here. Yeah, I lose every cap in a Primate Mirror. In comes the Feraligatr. Feraligatr has too much residual. It is too much residual. It is too much residual here. This is a problem for the Dunsparce. Yeah, he's kind of forced to undertap. But yeah, he just gets outpaced. Yeah, he just gets outpaced. Yo, this Feraligatr Pokemon might be good, chat. This Feraligatr Pokemon might be good. Yeah, just important things that I'm learning along the way. This Feraligatr Pokemon might be decent. Still, I've got to say, of all of the Henry takes, the Nerf Lantern into the ground to let Gator be the king of neutral play take has to be my best take ever. It has to be my best take ever. What the meta has turned into in terms of Gator having neutral play is awesome. Granted, they've made a lot of other changes, but Gator being like a true king of neutrality is such a good take. It worked out very well. Game 3. Oh, Superior into the Moltres. I should not be the head of balancing a Niantic. I am not good enough to do that. I just knew that Lantern had to die to let Feraligatr beat everything. And Lantern died, so now Feraligatr beats everything. Alright, the Dunsparce save switch here. Able to get some solid damage on the Moltres. A bait here. Yo, what up, Dez? I disagree, Dan. Feraligatr beating everything means that it allows the meta to be very neutral. Because if you have a Feraligatr on your team, you almost always have neutral play into everything, which is awesome. Yeah, the worst meta was Noctowl Trev Lantern. I don't think there can be an argument made to the contrary. I don't think there can be an argument made to the contrary there. We had streamed tournament games where people were setting down their phones halfway through. That's undoubtedly the worst meta we've ever had. Yeah. This is so awkward because Gator makes an Ice Beam into anything. Yeah, and this is kind of just over now. That's unfortunate. Because he just goes Drape. And Drape is too much here. We should watch party some Lantern Trev Owl tourneys. Oh god. The amount of hallucinogens I would need to get through that. Every hard drug known to man would be required to sit through one of those tournaments. Anything new? Well, there is a very angry coral reef arriving on Wednesday, Kevin. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Galarian Corsola? Goes for an Aerial Ace bait here. Oh, and it's called. Yep. Curtains. I mean, a Frenzy wouldn't decay it either, but there's a switch to a Moltres. The Annihilate Mirror is way less shitty now, which is good. Sending in Mandy, but the calf tie there. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Yeah, because there wasn't a move on Serp, and Serp can't get there. So, did what he could in that one. So for Galarian Corsola, chat. So, well, first of all, let's get some claps in chat for Bogish. Top 4 at a regional is incredibly hype. So big claps for Bogish. All right, chatters. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna shut this door. All right, chatters. Oh, you can just see half my monitor from this camera. Oh, now you can't. Okay. Imagine, if you will, chat, a mon with Steelix bulk. You know how bulky Great League Steelix is. Non-shadow. Great League Steelix. It's a bulky boy. Mid-2200s. Steelix level bulk with a pure ghost typing with the moveset of Astonish, Nightshade, and Power Gem. We know Power Gem is a very good move. Nightshade is a ghost type Drill Run clone, and Astonish is a ghost type Mud Slap clone. So it's basically a mon with Steelix bulk that gets same type attack bonus on a ghost Mud Slap clone, a ghost Drill Run clone, and has Power Gem for coverage. Meet Galarian Corsola. Bad news, it needs all of the XLs. It needs so many XLs. All right, we got winners finals chat. Pocket versus SJ. I would call it the ghost version of Basti. Hey, Turf Surfer? Turf Surfer. You say disgusting, Gator crushes it. What if I told you that high rank Galarian Corsola wins the ones versus Shadow for Alligator? It's Steelix level bulk. It does things it shouldn't do. Yes, Kayshawn. It is, in my view, the new Basti. Or actually, yeah. All right, here we go. Wow, Shadow for Alligator. Wow, a Galarian Corsola that isn't even that good. It's a 5, 15, 14. Rank 1, by the way, level 50, needs 296 XLs. Enjoy. All right, here's the one shield. Wow, we lose. What a great Pokemon. Wow, we lose the zeros as well. What a great Pokemon. I'm so happy that my Feraligatr only wins the 2s against Galarian Corsola. What a great addition to the meta. What a great addition to the meta. I love that Feraligatr loses the zeros and the ones. The evolution is absolute shit. And yeah, I think the meta is going to become more RPS with that thing around, which saddens me because I like it when metas are flexible, and having something like that gets fully walled by stuff like Diggersby, I think is going to make the meta worse. All right, game 1. This is a best of 5 Malamar into a Azumarill. I don't think it's going to mean more Dunsparce. I think it's going to mean more Diggersby, because Diggersby beats both. Yeah, as the Mala player, you just want to bank a ton of energy here and then save the energy for later. Because Mala wins 2s versus Azu, but the Azu can no shield and you have to shield twice. So you want to try and bank a bunch of energy and then waste their energy. And here SJ rebanks and goes Sand Slash. Hopefully it's a Claw treatment. I hope so. I don't want it to be as good as it's going to be. I think it is too good. Like, things can be good. Like, Feraligatr is very frail. Feraligatr is very frail. So having something like Feraligatr be good is a lot more fine because it's easy to obtain, very, very frail, and it's very flexible. This thing is not flexible. It's hard to obtain. And basically, the moment it gets released, I'm going to be advocating for its nerf. In comes the Malamar here. Using that energy, grabbing a shield from SJ. He's able to switch into the Azumarill. It is locked in 7k eggs as well. I don't mind having to grind for Mons, but the issue is when you're trying to grow a game and grow a game competitively, when you have really good Mons, like, it is why, in my view, Metacham will never come back. Because Metacham was too hard to obtain. You can't have the best Mon in the entire meta be something that no one has access to. He should be able to Psywave down here. Oh, he does get that Psywave down. Oh, that is not... Oh! He thinks no. I think he would have got that Psywave down. I think he would have got that Psywave down. And then he would have had more residual energy. Ooh. A-Slash gets to fire off a Drill Run here. It's a non-shadow A-Slash. This might be... Oh, it's barely survivable. In comes the Feraligatr. Oh, yeah, GG. I think Pocket's biggest issue just from this game 1 is Feraligatr up a shield beats him every single time. The moment Feraligatr has a shield advantage, he just loses. I mean, it's just like in his team construction, like he has Araquanid to wall Gator, but the Araquanid can't do any damage to Gator. And Marowak wins 2s, but obviously this is not the 2s. Claude wins 1s, but this is the 1-0. Malamar can do pretty decently, but obviously down a shield. So everything on his team down a shield loses to Gator. And that's just what SJ's playing to. It's just, oh wow, look at me, I have a Gator with a shield advantage. So we should see him lean into it again and again, because it is a flaw in the team building process. Like, every team will have weaknesses. And SJ has the tools to exploit this weakness. No, Corsola is only in 7k eggs. What do you know? More Gator in a Malamar. Mala can technically force 2 shields here. I think SJ is just always going to be shielding. Yep, double shield time. Who could have foreseen this? SJ committing resources to Feraligatr? I, for one, am shocked. I, for one, am shocked. In comes the Araquanid, just bang like 2 Hydros, yes. And just leave. Because you know the energy is guaranteed to be good into whatever the third is. Yeah, Psywave has the exact same stats as Shadow Claw in terms of damage and energy per turn, but it's 1 turn. So yes. He double debuffs him, but his clock's almost up here. But I think Pocket's just going to stay. Pocket needs to get a bunch of energy on Azu to win this game. Yeah, it is the exact same stats as damage per turn, energy per turn as Shadow Claw, but it's 1 turn instead of 2, which makes it better. Well, like, Feraligatr is playable. Like, he can beat Feraligatr and has beat Feraligatr, but Feraligatr being piloted by someone as good as SJ is a whole different animal. Today is Monday, Tiger. Today is Monday, trainer. Yeah, the dust you get from Gmax raids is very fun, yes. In comes the Feraligatr. 2 Hydros banked here. He has a lot of energy. He might double shield to keep this energy. He is going to double shield to keep the energy. Oh, man, because if he shielded once, he's shielding twice. That's just guaranteed. Bubble down. Leave with 8 billion Azu energy. Oh, he goes for a bubble beam. So he is going to try for a bubble beam and then a bubble farm down. This will be interesting. He is doing what he can in this one, but it's tough. Yeah, and Pocket's shaking his head. Gmax won't ever be allowed in ML. It's just an entirely different combat format. Hold on, maybe there's a chance here. If he can manage his energy, like, perfectly, maybe there's a chance here. Because obviously an energy ball is going to land, but an energy ball doesn't knock out. So is there ever a world in which Pocket can perfectly manage energy to win this game? It's going to be tough. It'll come down to the residual on the Azu. He sends in the Azu. He farms up as much as he can. This will be close. This will be very, very close. Is he 1 off here? He's 2 off. It comes down to this. Does an aerial ace KO? Pocket's saying that he thinks it KOs. Oh, it does just KO. Oh my goodness. Sigh of relief there for SJ. What a close game. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Pocket made that very close. Like, Pocket's a very, very good battler. Even despite this huge team comp disadvantage. All right. Malamar into Gator once again. SJ committing to Gator, as he always does. This time he cap-ties him, so he's playing it differently. He doesn't want to go down 2 shields without forcing a shield first. But this is still going to be a healthy Gator, which is annoying. Ooh, there's dueling Azus, an A-slash, and a jump pluff. Yeah, SJ's going for alignment. He's like, there is no way I'm not going for alignment here. Oh, gives up switch, brings in the Azu. Oh, hold on. This is going to make SJ bring in his own Azu. That's such a good play by Pocket. That's such a good play by Pocket. He knows that if there's a jump pluff back there, jump pluff is never switching into an up energy Azu. So by doing so, he ends up luring out the Azu, and then it's just A/murdering jump pluff. So we're going to a game 4. That's a very smart pivot there by Pocket. By giving up switch, he ends up getting the alignment that he wanted anyway. That's a very fair point, Ice Runner, yeah. What's the next regional after this one? Stuttgart, I believe. In comes the Feraligatr with all of its energy. But it just gets knocked out. Which Pokemon is winning Stuttgart? Gun to my head, Primeape. Primeape is winning Stuttgart. I think it is malpractice to not have Primeape on a Stuttgart team. I think Morpeko is going to do very well. Morpeko might win because Morpeko Primeape is honestly a solid core. But I do think that Morpeko will have a very good showing, but Primeape is winning. Yeah, they moved it to Atlanta, Kayshawn, I believe. Hello, Jumpluff. And Ice Punch does 8 billion damage. Yeah, Stuttgart. Oh, is it this weekend? Yo, let's go. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. It's going to be a good one. But yeah, this is just a strict outpace. All right, Pocket staves off getting sent to the losers bracket here. The Harbaugh Bowl tonight. Ooh. That's actually going to be a really good game, isn't it? Yeah, because for once, Justin Herbert isn't playing, like, awfully. I'm going to say purely from the fact that the Ravens have King Henry, I think the Ravens are going to take it. King Henry is scary. I don't know how he's gotten older and gotten scarier, but he has found a way. Ooh, K-Whack into Azu. Oh, Claude getting... Oh, yeah, this is over. This is over. Well, you see, Herbert never played up to expectations. And now he is. This is a good thing. He is fulfilling his destiny. It's a very good thing. But yeah, this is just an SJ win. This is the type of game you would see in the Owl Trev Lantern regionals where it's just over and there's no play. Save switching Claude is a bold prediction. Like, I get the idea in theory, but you just run a line so weak to Gator that even if you win switch, Gator still cooks you. Yeah, and you guys had some fucking terrible coaching too. Like, I am not saying this is entirely Herbert's fault. I'm not saying it is Herbert's fault. I'm saying y'all had shit coaches and y'all have good coaches, and now the team is cooking. It may come across like I'm shit talking Justin Herbert. I think he's a very good quarterback, and I'm very happy to see him doing well. I'm very happy to see him doing well because he finally has a competent coaching staff for the first time in his career. And I think that's something we can probably agree on. He gets the catch on the Claude, but he is still just shaking his head. Yeah, nice undercharge. All right, chat. If I see anyone post any message, I will ban Thoran for what he just said. I will ban Thoran for what he just said. Chat's gonna have to stay real quiet, or Thoran is gonna be running a lap here in chat momentarily. All right, someone said something. All right, Thoran, we will see you in 5 minutes. We will see you in 5 minutes, trainer. Goodbye. They throw Tyler because they can force a shield back. Yo, it's Torian versus Pocket. Ooh, great lead for Torian here. Moltres into Shadow Marowak. Claude safe switch. He did not bring the Marowak. Alright, I will, wait, can I not untime out people? I used to be able to untime out people. I actually think I can't untime out people. Alright, well, we'll actually see him in 5 minutes. Hey, you got this, Phenom. Yeah, R.I.P. Thorn. 1 like on the stream equals one prayer for Thorn while he is timed out for the next 4 minutes. Now Sparse enters the field. This does set up the Araquanid pretty decently. Oh, banks all the energy, brings in the Marowak. Claude is loaded now. Yeah, we're gonna see a account in chat just called Sergio that just says MF. Like, you motherfucker. There used to be a thing where I could undo timeouts. I don't know how I found that, though. I don't know how I found that, though. This goes for a bone club. Short close. Haley Welch, if you're reading this, I'm 7'2", by the way. Oh, my God. Oh, man. This will be an interesting endgame. The Torian is a move loaded. Pocket is a move loaded. He's, of course, always just going to go straight Bubble Beam here. And, like, you know it's just a Bubble Beam, but you're like, am I going to run out of health? That's kind of the mental calculus in this moment. And by Torian keeping the shields up, it means Pocket stored energy is less valuable. Yeah, Sharklos let me use his Lambo the other day. This is true. I had a pet that was actually trapped in a tree, and Sharklos actually helped me, and I got the pet out of the tree. It was very kind. He was very kind. Very generous. Drape outpaces. GG. Toran takes game number 1. Well played there by our good pal, Mr. the Torian. Alright. Nope, I went too far. Okay. Yo, Marowak into Gator. Oh no, the triple weak to Marowak line! Claude's a risky safe swap, yes. But if there isn't the Marowak, that's basically the gamble he's making. Nah. I'm sorry, Dark Jitsu. I'm sorry. We'll see you in a bit, bud. We'll see you in a bit. We are cleaning up this chat. We are. All of the Haktuas are being timed out. We're cleaning up the chat. We'll see you in a couple minutes, trainer. We'll see you in a couple minutes. That is my promise to you as a mayor of Henryville. We will be cleaning up the streets. We will be cleaning up the streets for making entirely too many Hawk-Tua jokes, Pirate King Wings. Entirely too many Hawk-Tua jokes. Like, you might think you know the amount of Hawk-Tua jokes, double that, and that's the amount of Hawk-Tua jokes that have been made over the course of the past 3 hours. In comes the Dunsparce. And he just goes for the Toran because if you try for good timing, Torian can just tap the move when he gets it and you lose the energy, so. Go for the draw run here, pick up the KO. I mean, there is still the Marowak to worry about. This draw run doesn't KO unless you have an Omega Scuffed Marowak. Oh, the Cyval switch! He had to hope for the catch, but he didn't get it. Dark Jitsu says, alright, I'm done. Yo, it's Water Pulse time. Low-key? Nah, Water Pulse should KO. I was going to say Water Pulse might not KO, but I think it will. I think it will. It does! Alright. Oh, I'm scrubbing too far. Ooh, A-slash into Drapion. Oh, man, the Gator save switch answered with the Marowak. That is a rough moment right here. That's a rough moment. I go for the Hydro. I mean, this is the double shield, full-on Marowak farm down. And then that just sets up the brutal Moltres Azu RPS in the back. Thor says, I do not regret anything. Oh, no. He is back. I regret not realizing that I used to be able to untime out people, and I no longer appear to know where that is located. This has been objectively a cursed regional. Aggro pivot A-slash is a really nice play. Right click the name. Like, I can, like... Nah, right-click just takes me to, like, internet settings. If I click on the name, it's like channel activity, go to channel, pin message, put user in timeout. But if I put someone in timeout, it doesn't let me... Like, I can put them in more timeout, but I can't untimeout them. So I can, like, double timeout a person. Which does sound fun. It sounds very enjoyable. He said, don't test that on me, please. Honestly, the other regionals that I would have called cursed are Vancouver and Salt Lake City. So I guess it is just the West Coast regionals are cursed. The West Coast regionals are cursed. He tries to be a dick about it, but it's not gonna matter. All right. Ooh, Azu into Superior. The Araquanid safe switch. Yeah, why do they not do Salt Lake City anymore? They could have kept Salt Lake, and then they should have kept Salt Lake and told Vancouver to fuck off. Ain't no one wants to fly into Vancouver. Every flight to Vancouver is $8 billion. You might think I'm lying. I'm not lying. Thorn, tell him. Oh, wait, you're a child. You might not know how much flights cost. But flights to Vancouver are like $8 billion. It doesn't matter where you are. Flying to Vancouver is outrageously expensive. Like, why would you keep that of all regionals? Yeah. Vancouver, just no. Do not fly there. Yeah, Vancouver, British Columbia. Tyler, if they ask me to cast there, I will be there. But it's just A/Indicator and back. Come back to Pittsburgh. Hey, again, anywhere they ask me to go cast, I will cast. Henry is boycotting Atlanta out of respect for Charlotte. I am not. I'm doing nothing of the sort. Sorry, nothing of the sort. Doing nothing of the sort. Vancouver has some great food. I would love to visit Vancouver one day. It's just someone who was a competitor showed me the price of a plane ticket to Vancouver, and I had a heart attack. I had a heart attack. Full transparency, I saw that and my jaw dropped. I was like, how? How is it this expensive to fly to Vancouver? Yeah. Well, no, like if I get asked to cast somewhere, yes, they do fly me out. But I'm talking about from a competitor aspect. Like, there's a reason why Vancouver is sparsely attended as far as regionals go, because people say, I can fly to Vancouver or I can fly to 2 other regionals. Just basically imagine the price of a normal plane ticket and then like 1.5 to 2 times it, and that's flying to Vancouver. So for competitors, they say, oh, I can attend 2 regionals for the price of flying to Vancouver, so they just don't go to Vancouver. They randomly ask us, Tyler. We put in for our availability, and then they will tell us a schedule. And the second half of the season schedule is not out yet. Yeah, Kayshawn, and there are flights to Europe that cost less than that. There are flights to Europe that cost less than that. All right, we're going to game 5, folks. Yeah, it is horrifyingly expensive. Oh, Azu into the Marowak. Save switch. No. Dunsparce answered with his own Marowak. And it's cooked. Alright. This is just over. This is just over. Oh, man. That's really unfortunate. There's just no neutral play here. There's just no neutral play here. Yeah, this is a hard line read. This is painful. Do we talk about game 2? What about game 2? Like, they have kind of just traded games back and forth so far. Oh, that farm down is nasty. Bet Haley Welch can afford... Yes, Haley Welch will be competing in Vancouver for Pokemon Go. Hard pivot Azu here. Yikes. Moltres. I did use a scrubber between game 1 and game 2. Was there like a dispute or something? I will have to oh shit. Apparently we missed that, so we're gonna go back to that. Cause I just did the scrubber thing to find game 2, and it went and I saw like, okay, maybe there was a dispute. Then we can go back. Brave Bird, bang, goodbye. But yeah, it's just Sand Slash. And Sand Slash is too much of a demon. Just no shield it. You're 2 off your Ice Punch. Oh, 1 off the Ice Punch. Even better. Be careful of the mold, Dark Jitsu. Be careful of the mold. All right, so we're going to go back. Apparently there was a... Okay, so this is game 1. Am I doing a set to this? Probably not, to be honest. I still do have sets today, but... Oh, okay. Here we go. All right. Dunsparce Araquanid. Safe switch Azu. We'll see what breaks here. So far, nothing is broken. So apparently this is an original game 2 that was rematched, and we just somehow missed that shit. Goes Drapion here. It is uncomfortable as the Drapion player. Pidgeot players don't run a second move, so you can just always no shield. Yo, what's up, Dragoon? How's it going? Yo, chat. We just hit 2,000 subscribers on the second channel. Let's go. We did it. We are officially gamers. And I believe, give it like 2 or 3 days, but I believe we will be able to hit YouTube partner on that channel as well. That looked intentional by Tarian. That looked intentional. I mean, I'm only posting once per week over there, but it's been cool to see people vibe with the content. Yeah, heavily debuffed here. Highest level mighty Pokemon I caught, I think like level 43, 42 maybe. That's a nice pivot out. Oh, this just gives him farm. Oh, man. Yeah, he just shields to get all those moves off. How does Toran lose this? Does his phone break? How does Toran lose this, chat? Oh, the second channel is called More Slice Henry. I can grab a link to it. Narcolepsy WinCon? That's what it feels like. All right, he gets a catch. Yo, what's up, Neb? How's it going? Oh, one turn bring in. The sucker punch doesn't go through. That's how he loses it. Oh, no. That's how he loses it. He gets one turn bring in and it goes to a tie. Look, Moltres only gets one. It should get two here because Pocket does a fast move. Pocket does a fast move, so he should get two here. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That's unfortunate. Imagine if they just fixed one turn lag so we didn't have to worry about this shit. That'd be kind of nice, wouldn't it? All right, Pocket versus SJ, the rematch. For Alligator into Azumarill. Oh boy, Azumarill so strong in the back versus what Pocket has. They sometimes do, but it's not a requirement. Like a tie is a rematch anyway. Who is the favorite? With how weak Pocket is to an up energy for Alligator, it has to be SJ. It has to be SJ. Yeah. SJ is a click shield twice on for Alligator machine. Because Pocket's just so soft to Gator. Yo, this double shield and farm about to feed families. Board of the Azu Gator teams. Boy, do I have good news for you about what Morpeko can do. Yeah. Yeah, getting jump in a decent matchup when you bring it is very important. Marto just persevered. Jump is like a sneaky good pick into Morpeko. Because it's a flyer that has play into Morpeko because of Fairy Wind. So that's another reason why I think Jump is really nice. Oh, he is bone clubbing here, so he can switch out and save residual energy. Interesting play. He wants farm. But yeah, I can now confirm More Slice Henry is in fact me. And we are posting fun stuff over there. Got his ass handed to him by a Gator. Oh no. Charges up 7-0. Yeah, that was fast. That was very fast. All right, Bone Club KOing Azumarill. In comes the Jump Pluff. Just farming as much as he can here. Oh, that's unfortunate, Dark Jitsu. Rock Slide KOs. Oh, he's going for the farm down and no DRE for pocket. Oh, no. No DRE for pocket. He has 2. Pocket gets 1 turn bring in, but it's not going to matter. He has 2 here. But wow, I love 1 turn bring in so much. It's my favorite. And he gets 1 turn bring in again. I mean, it doesn't matter in these games, but good lord, man. Yeah, pocket would need to win 2 best of 5s. Yes, that's correct. Whereas SJ would only have to win 1. Ooh, all right. We have Marowak into Jumpluff. Save switch Claude answered with the Gator. Claude can win 1s with a Sludge Bomb bait, but he only built up to a Sludge Bomb here. Which means SJ probably lets this go. I'm pretty confident SJ will let this go. Yeah. Because as the Claude to win it, you have to land an Earthquake. You're not stinging down here. Yeah. I have a good one, Trey. That does a ton of damage. He is going to shield, so he wants shields down here. Azumarill switch. Is he just going to bank 2 Hydros again? Oh, no! Y'all got to stop letting this man get 8 billion free Gator energy. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Man. All right, firing off the player off. But yeah, there's just that Gator energy is insurmountable. How do you deal with it? Yeah. In comes the Marowak. Marowak gonna get smacked with an Ice Beam. He's gonna let it go. But this is absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. Do you catch here? Oh, tries for it. I mean, it's not going to impact the outcome of this game. Yeah, Jump has energy. Gator has 2 moves. In comes the Claude, and he even knows what the Claude's energy's at. He's just a calculator, bro. He's just an actual calculator. It's crazy. It is crazy behavior. This man is just a calculator. He thinks about it. He's going to let it go. A switch to the Azumarill. Hit with the Energy Ball. And he has 2 Hydros, so everything dies. In comes Claude. He doesn't... Oh, man. He doesn't even use his 2 Hydros. Yo, that's crazy. Having 2 Hydro Cannons you don't need is such a display of dominance. Good lord. All right, he's 1 win away from being regional champion. Pocket got to pull a reverse sweep here to force a second set of 5. Yeah. Oh, Iraq went it out to play, and it leads into Gator. He's going to bank a Hydro, go Azu, answered with the Claude. So Pocket does have a very good response here. Like, Claude, as long as you don't Boomer Switch it, has very nice pacing here in terms of you are able to outpace and apply just a significant amount of damage. And the pacing thing is key because it's both like the second charge move KOs basically. So Surprise Hydro Pump. It is open team sheets. So there will be no surprise Hydro Pumps. And if there are, the refs will be notified. Ooh, SJ committing the shield. So he wants to peel shields away here. Oh, man. That jump bluff is going to be a huge problem. Oh, boy. I just saw that. That's a good line by SJ. Oh, and Pocket gives up switch. He's going for Malamar farm. This is the thing that might actually win Pocket the game. This is the thing that might actually win him the game. He lets it go. He knows it's only an Ice Beam. In comes for Alligator. Immediate shield by Pocket. You want to just get rid of the Gator. SJ's going to shield the Gator just to get more pressure onto it. But Pocket will outpace here. Pretty comfortably. Oh, banks and catches. I like that. I like that as well. That is another very, very solid option. You really don't want the Gator to be able to escape, so I don't hate the Water Pulse. I don't know if this KOs, though. Water Pulse is not the greatest move ever, if we're being very honest with ourselves. It does just KO. In comes the Jump Pluff. Gets a Bubble Beam off on it, so we'll get the debuff applied on the Jump Pluff. Pocket did store a lot of energy on Mala. A lot of energy here on Jump. Jump going to go for the Aerial Ace. There's still the shield to hide behind for Pocket. Pocket is going to let this go. He's saving the shield for the Malamar. Aerial Ace not going to KO. There's the switch to the Malamar. And an immediate foul play fired here at the Jump Bluff. This is the non-shadow Jump Bluff, which means it is max bulk. That foul play will not KO. But after the Psy Waves, the question is, can a second foul play deliver a knockout? It's going to be very, very close. Pocket is forced to burn the final shield on this Pokemon. The clock is up for SJ. Goes for the Aerial Ace, but it's a CMP tie here. I actually think the foul play doesn't KO. I think Jump Bluff will barely hang on here, like a sliver of HP. Oh, there's actually slightly more HP than I thought. But there's no shields left for Pocket. This Aerial Ace will pick up the knockout. It all comes down to Araquanid. Can Araquanid clutch the win here? SJ's debuffed. He's staying in. He's getting farmed down. And that means that Pocket should be able to make the Water Pulse. And Pocket survives. We're going to a game 4. What is the least ass combination of 3 out of the following 5? Dawnwings, Dialga, Solgaleo, Dragonite, Rhyperior. Low-key, Dawnwings is pretty elite. Dawnwings is pretty elite. Just don't have it on a Veltal and you're fine. So, like, Dawnwings, Dialga sounds very fine. Like, Dawnwings, Dialga, Dragonite probably works great. That is a lot of mind games there. Although he did bring the Araquanid, which he hadn't brought the first 2 games. All right, good lead for Pocket here. Save switch for Alligator. Answered with the Araquanid, and it's dueling Sand Slashes in the back. So this is a really nice line from SJ. This is I'm going to bait out Araquanid if he has it, and if he doesn't have it, then I can sweep with Sand Slash. That's a really nice line from SJ. Like, this is just a very smart line. Bubble Beam. I think Sludge is better. SJ's third is a Sand Slash. His lead was Azu into the Claude. Hydro is going to connect. He only gets a Bubble Beam, but his issue is Bubble Beam doesn't KO. SJ can no-shield this and force a shield or win swap. But yeah, it is definitely, on Claude, you're always going to run Poison Sting. He aggressively pivots out, but he's down energy. This is just over, basically. Being up energy in a Slash Mirror is so devastating. Pocket is going to bait. He kind of has to. SJ's thinking about it. Does he make a savage call here? He does! No! It's all over. It's all over. What a call. That seals it. It's all done. It's all done. I mean, drill run doesn't KO, but that is the absolute nail in the coffin right there. Good heavens. SJ is going to be now a 2-time regional champion. Pocket going to try for a catch here. Attempts the catch. Doesn't get it. And Azumarill just gets farmed now. Azumarill just gets farmed. It's going to be debuffed farm. But that call by SJ just secures it. Like, a drill run doesn't KO, so no shielding isn't massive stakes. But getting the call right is what's so impressive there to me. He's going for broke with the water pulse. He does not get there. In comes the Claude. There's so much energy on the Azu. It's debuffed energy, but it's over, folks. It's over. There is not a way to win this. Ice Beam is going to connect. One off the next Ice Beam. Clock will be up. It'll be Sand Slash time once again. And Sand Slash, as we've seen, is just so terrifying. Oh, the clock isn't quite up yet. He's going to have to wait. Sludge Bomb going to be fired off by the Claude. And he knows at this point, it's just Sand Slash time. In comes the Sand Slash there. So much energy. There's a catch by Pocket. This is a double resisted Ice Punch. Pocket doing what he can. But Ice Punch does not KO. Pocket needs the drill run. He doesn't get there. And the appropriate GGs have been shared. And SJ, with the sigh of relief and the smile, is going to be the Sacramento regional champion. He won Indianapolis, and now he has won Sacramento as well. Yo, I'm happy to hear that, kid story time. That's awesome. All right, big congratulations to SJ. All right, chat, I haven't eaten dinner yet, and it's almost 8 p.m., so I think I'm going to go fix that. So thank you so much for watching today. If you haven't seen it already, I have a second channel. And I posted a video on that second channel. If you can imagine like a chess puzzle, but for Pokemon Go PvP, that's the video that I attempted to create on the second channel. That video is live. If you're wanting to go check it out, let me make sure that I sent it. I might have sent it halfway through, so let me get a link that isn't halfway through. Hold on. All right, let me get a fresh link. All right, this link. All right, that will be a link that isn't halfway through. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. Hope y'all enjoy that video, and I will see y'all later. All right, peace.